Who's messaging me?
Yeah.
Oh well, if you want to go, then yeah, just it will make things a bit easier. But then we'll have to get 100% get you in on Sunday, get you some attempts then.
The fuck, bro? Dumb, fuck off.
We'll get you in on Sunday. All right, tanks. Oh, hold on. Does everyone have the weak aura that I posted? 3.
I got
Let's
like
check.
6 different weak auras now.
Oh, you don't have
Bear
the
it back,
tanks.
1 second.
The tanks don't need them. It's just everyone else with the tanks needs these. How do you do the weak aura checks on Exhaustion's raid tools?
So you got to be in the same
Oh,
zone as
do I click update? Oh yeah, I click update. Yep. So no, there's a whole bunch of people that don't have them.
Link. I don't know what you're talking about.
that all linked in the is it the guides channel? It's a lot faster for you to download them from the code than from to actually get it through the game.
You must have those 3 if you're not a tank. If you're not a
I
tank,
got that one. I got
you
a
don't need
green
it either,
tick.
Vendrix.
Green
I've
tick.
got them either way.
Green tick.
Just so it's not a shock, where are these escorts going to pop up if you get assigned?
The escort weak aura?
Are they like massive?
Oh
or...
no, it just makes you yell out.
Text,
It
yeah.
yells out like a text box
Oh,
on the
yeah,
character
yeah,
as if
cool.
he's saying, and it's like escort me, and that's the hunters and Vendrix job. So if they see them,
yeah.
they have to quickly go to one.
It might
Yeah,
just
we'll call that as well.
I was a little bit confused that it was only a little lock. Sweet.
Alrighty, let's do this. Some Vendrix, Kiwi zoned out.
Goodbye.
Are we doing the same buff
Your
placement
third tank.
as the fat boss video?
okay. This is good.
I got the on the AA, but it's basically the same. But we're going right instead of left, like because we're not retards.
Okay.
Wait, who goes left?
Wait, do you think we're going left or right?
Right. Do you, or if you want to, then it's up to you. But like the third tank does tank the boss though as well, just
Yeah.
not as much.
So we're not doing the pyramid cone strat, we're doing the rotation strat?
Is that a cauldron?
What do you mean, rotation strat?
Yeah,
It's like
cool.
obviously every time cone comes out, are we stepping to the right, or are we doing the one
Karen,
where
can
you
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 move,
pull in
please?
close here
No, it's my
and you
cauldron.
slowly grow the pyramid?
Oh no, we go around the right. So we just basically see how I got the markers. The tanks
Yeah.
are basically. I don't know if that's exact, but we just sort of go around in circles, and then by the time we get to the other side, it should phase if we do this properly.
There's a
That's not a
cauldron that
cauldron.
nobody can touch because of the Arcano shower.
Oh, you can
I
click
can
it
do
over
No, I
where
got
I'm
one, it's just the
standing?
mounts are in the way.
Yeah. Can everybody
I-
stop
Can we
fucking
move?
around?
We want to start now, guys.
Why
Why can't we click on it?
Because the
Zoom in.
Arcano shower was over
No,
it.
you can click on it, you gotta go right to the edge.
Zoom into it.
Alrighty. So we've got the buffs there, right? So the first two is going to be left and right. So the sky's left, sea's right, and then others go sort of like front back. So if you watch the Fat Pulse vid, you'll know what we mean. With these buffs, guys, you got to be patient as hell, right? You only
See-
go when I call for them.
You see the haste one?
Versatility one.
Hey?
The haste versatility one.
Okay, yep.
Oh shit, I gotta go hold.
I honestly don't, I don't get the left front, right back bit. I'm from the vid, they just dropped them either left or right.
So
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
melee who have the spiky red circle, they need to go to the right of the cone. They cannot be targeted by the next cone. Those people will be dropping it behind this because say the cone's right here where I am right now. Let me fast. If the cone's from here to here, then the melee who have the buff are going to be on this side of the cone on their own, hitting the boss so that they don't drop debuffs on everybody. Then they're going to be dropping it on the right hand side. And then the second set, it's one melee, one ranged. The ranged will be at the back on their own over here, and they will be dropping it as the next cone's coming out. So that's why timing's needed. Third set will be two melee, one ranged. Both melee will be on, again, this part here, because melee can't be targeted by the cone if they've got the debuff. And both ranged will be standing inside the cone when it's spawning. And then we shouldn't really have a fifth set, but if we do have a fifth set, it'll be 3 melee, 2 ranged, so on and so forth. So melee, if you get the targeted spiky rage, can't remember what it's actually called, the circle with the arrows on it, you can't be targeted by the next cone, so where you're standing isn't really important as long as you're not hitting other players, and that's what's going to the right. Ranged, if you get it, you can still be targeted by the cone, so you need to be
I don't
directly
think the
back
range
from
could be
everybody
if they got rage on them.
No,
Yeah,
you
they
can.
can.
You are.
Range can be.
You have to be basically behind the group.
Yeah, it's only melee who get the rage that can't be targeted by it. So that's what the whole right-left thing is. Melee go to the right, range go straight to the back, and the people with the buff orbs go to the left because you don't want to be dropping them in the cone, because we don't want to be picking them up until we're moving out of it.
Yeah, so don't get your buffs unless I say so, guys, because you might screw up the cones. For the generally for the others, you either get them as the cone's going, or you have plenty of time. With the very first one, you do not leave until he hits 75 energy, because otherwise you'll screw up a cone, and also if you get it too early, you'll miss the 2 stacks on the next one because the timings are more tight. You don't have much time on the buff up time.
Also, melee, you want to be at maximum hitbox range, so if you can hit the box from back here, you want to be back here. There needs to be enough space between the tanks where they're standing over here and the melee standing over here so that people with the
Wait, what?
rage can
Over
walk.
that side?
We're going left, right?
No, we're going right.
Oh, right.
We've always gone right.
Fuck this left shit. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, that's American.
That's
We're just
American.
doing everything you just said, but on the other side, Crazy right?
Yeah. But like the Marcus tanks are basically maybe I haven't actually 100%, but you're basically kiting around the side like that.
Oh, well, everybody else just went to the left because by the time they ended phase 1, they're in the correct spot for the tank to stand for the rest of the time.
Oh, we'll just get the tanks just kite them out because they're kiting them back to where we are now in the next phase. But we'll give it a go. Just remember, patience. Oh, the biggest thing with the fears and the rages, guys, if you get a fear, you find someone to stack with. If you don't get a fear, you find someone with a fear to stack with.
So
You don't just
fear,
run to the boss.
fear's a circle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Always
have
be on
regular
like-
circle, which is
No blinking, no charging, none of that crap in case like you hit someone with rage or like someone because you want to do slow, precise movements. You can blink, charge, whatever outside once like you stack whatever. But when they come out, you got to do slow, precise movements. Everyone like you got to be predictable basically. And charging and leaping and blinking is not predictable.
Also, another thing worth noting is people who have the fears can get the soul blights, so they need to be escorted.
Yeah. So if you got that weak aura, it will start spamming, yelling out, "Escort me!" Hunters and Vendrix. These are your job.
Is it 80% that first to second transition starts?
80%. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I need to, don't taunt off me. If I taunt off
Yeah.
the tank at any point in time, I'm doing it so the mechanics fuck up.
Are you the third tank?
Well, I would assume so.
Alright, yeah, so tanks at the transition, Vendrix is taking the boss because we want the first buff to spawn on him. Then afterwards, you guys just rotate as normal. But we'll get to phase 2. I'll explain phase 2 when we get there. But let's
I'll
do
also
phase
be
1 first.
taunting during the cone so the mechanics don't screw up because otherwise we're going to have a really fucking hard time in phase 2.
Alright, let's go, guys. Let's have a go. We lost some pool as well, Rindling. Or crazy, whoever you want, lost in.
Who's taking it first?
Like crazy? Is that crazy, lost in?
Yeah, I'll last.
Everyone come back. I forgot to say, come back to the back here. Tanks have to bring him really close and then turn him around. Don't move, turn him with the side.
Ready?
Yeah.
Melee spread, melee spread,
What?
spread.
Oh,
Rage coming? Spread the buffs around, guys, spread the buffs. How'd you die, Dana?
Samson, you need to go to the right.
Yeah, that's on the wrong side.
Say when to pick up.
Buffs now, get the buffs now.
Whoever had the pace buff needs to move out.
And move quickly, get ready for cone,
Who's
move.
on that side?
Not even in it.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can't blink through the cone.
Apparently you can't blink through it.
Oh, my
But I
bad.
am. I'm not even in it.
Set it.
The cone is instant kill, so is the swipes in phase 2 and phase 4.
I was messy.
How good is this fucking? This is more.
Didn't someone look at my corpse and tell me if I'm in that cone?
Yeah, it looks like I'm not in that cone, so.
this is great.
Yeah, I'm loving
Quickly, because I was
Please.
messy.
Let's go. Full timer straight away.
it. Fucking
So
over.
everyone, we have to be at the wall basically, and the tank's got to, because we want to do the first cone basically almost nothing. And you got to put the buffs probably, so remember the sky, you'll get moon to the right, and then sea, so sky to the left,
I was looking at the
sea to the
mechanic.
right. And
Also,
Dum-Dum, like-
everybody needs to be in a lot tighter, but if you're looking right now at Cray's circle, where we want to be is the perfect line in the middle. If you get the orbs, that's about the distance you want to be placing them. And remember, if you're getting the rage melee, you need to be on the left-hand side so people don't have to walk through you and get the B buff.
And do people have this? Was that Soul Blight Weaker working? I couldn't see.
I didn't even
Jazz-
see the
Jazz's
other.
work.
I didn't even see the other.
Jazz said after, so it works. Like, so if you have it, so if your Soul Blight thing says during, you just stay with the group and it drops. Like, go behind the group and you run with us on the cone. If yours is after, stay with us normally, and then once you dodge a cone, drop it at the back. If yours is before, just run to the back first, drop the cone, and then come. Drop the Soul Blight, then come.
Can I
You
just
have to
walk
do
the
it
right.
cone and drop it, or is it gonna one-shot me?
It one shots.
Yeah, walking into the previous cone will one-shot you. You can drop it early, though, at the back. Gotta make sure nobody's there.
That rage week aura, does that only show up when you're gonna get it?
No,
No,
it shows every time.
When you cast, it should be
didn't
coming
see it.
up.
Yeah, you'll have a circle in the middle of the screen. It's a green circle, and at like a progress timer, when it gets to completely full, that's when the deep buffs are coming out. So it's like a countdown for how long you need till you have to spread.
How come I didn't see? I didn't see
Mine
mine.
didn't show up either.
Didn't show.
Oh, no, we'll have another pool.
In
Change the
combat.
load.
Everyone come back, ready? Come all the way back, like to the very back. We gotta be stacked. Except tanks are wearing it, and then facing
Come
the
on
other
the
way. But we stack up really nice and tidy, except for melee. You're ready to spread? You can spread now, melee.
Yeah.
Range, we don't have to just yet. Spread the buffs out.
See if you move it again.
The other left. Man.
And buffs have gone in the wrong spot and one not moved at all.
Isn't that square rage
Mine's
supposed to
right.
be on the other side?
Get your buffs, get your buffs, get your buffs. Stack for the cone. Dodge. Next buffs are front and back, remember?
I got before, so I'll stay here.
Yeah, you drop it at the back there.
I dropped it on half the road though.
Yeah.
Gotta be stacked in closer.
So
Where'd you
like,
get those weak auras from? Because it didn't show up then either.
Yeah, mine had
just
before come up.
Way go. Mine was working for me.
Mine
Yeah.
only came up when I moved
There you
out.
go, during. So when it's during, you gotta stay.
Oh, do you mean the circle?
I was talking about the rage and.
Yeah, the circle one's not showing for me either.
It's the second one.
Is someone's
because-
working? Does someone have a circle one that's working?
I had it in
Well,
the...
my circle worked once I was away from everyone. You know how it's going to have the red and the green.
Circles worked for me. It made like a honking sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, there you go.
But when we're with
Can you
people,
fucking let me
it
talk? When
Sorry.
I went out, so when I was stacked, it didn't come up with the red circle like it's meant to.
Oh, maybe it's busted. I don't know.
Red circle, it's not a red circle.
It's green,
It
and then
is
it
if
goes
you're
red.
close to someone. No, it's only red if someone's within 5 yards of you.
But it's not.
It's
yeah,
green
so
when
it's
there's
not
no one's 5 yards within you. I maybe I have to get another. I don't know. That was working for me the other day. Oh, I'd never tried it. It seemed to work.
So I was stacked at the back and I got the Soul Blight before. I stayed up the very back, but when it dropped, the whole raid was still standing. Like
Yeah, we gotta be like stacked up right in melee range. Can you guys res?
Yeah, I'm just checking.
so is there a reason why we're having melee on the right, dude? Like,
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be on the other side.
Supposed to be on the
Put it
They're
left.
on the left side. Yeah, they're
because
supposed
we're
to be.
doing it opposite to the video, and everyone who's watched the video is doing it correct as the video is.
So
well,
we
I
gotta
did say
run
when
through. So we gotta run through the
Rangers
rage.
moving with the melee man. Like, there was no room to run, dude.
But it's not hard
Exactly.
to process. Do it opposite.
Hey,
If you, the first rage is always gonna be just go to the left side, and you're likely not gonna get your buff. Invert?
Well, everyone keeps going right.
No, like the first melee rage is on the left side of the boss, and we
But
move
that's another
around.
thing as well, that we're also having a lot of people who aren't even moving out at all for the buffs.
Just keep
Ah,
pulling and
DC.
we'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, we'll just pull. We'll go without him. I'll do a ready check.
okay, so the first cone, melee's going left, right, for the rages, and we're moving right.
Yes.
No, everyone goes right.
Yeah, melee go left with the rage, he said.
Only the rage goes left with the
I
melee.
know, that's what
Everyone
he said.
moves
I'm talking
right.
about the rage, dude.
That's what he
The
said.
cone.
That attempt, someone was on the
Once
right
again,
with the
yeah,
rage.
that's right.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that they weren't supposed to be. That's all.
All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to clear up, man. Fuck.
And we have to stack like right behind the boss guys, like range as well. And we stack the back and we'll go. Oh, Trent, you ready?
It's reloading.
Invert's not alive as well.
His modem's
We're just
gone.
going for pulling anyway. Don't practice this thing.
Yeah.
Show when you're ready, Trent.
Yeah, ready.
Krieger, you got the wrong trinket on, by the way.
Alright. So we'll go. We gotta give space for these guys with the soul blades, guys. Like this phase is like gonna take us a while. Like most kills take freaking 80 attempts or some shit to get through it. Takes a while.
So
Yeah,
after
you
the
tanks
first
need to go
cone,
full
whole
survivability.
raid to be melee range?
You're always in this phase. You're always melee range.
Yeah,
The only
okay,
time
cool.
you move back is if you have like the
we're
if you're a
here.
range with the rage, you go behind, or if you're dropping soul blights. Otherwise, you move back in. That's about it.
Righto. Because it seems like everyone's staying stacked up against the wall, that's all.
That's only for the first one, because we want the first cone to be baited right to the wall here.
Yeah.
And then we move up a bit, sort of thing. Melee spread out. And rage left side, yep.
Fear coming.
You ready for cone? Oh, what I'm saying.
No.
What the hell was that?
It was a melee with fear then.
Nice.
No, we side. The tank's facing towards us.
I didn't even move.
Is that supposed to happen, Seth?
I think.
No, like the tank's face the cone towards us.
No, I mean, Civ got the fear debuff.
Yeah.
No, like look at me. I didn't even move. He just turned around and like swiped you guys.
I think he died before it happened.
Oh yeah, all that.
Are you dying from like the first stack? That's not good.
Fuck
You need
me.
to survive to 5 stacks, Tom.
Dum-dum.
What's up with our fucking tanks, man?
You guys res up. Come
Sounds
on.
classic,
Keep
Dum-Dum.
going.
We only got one rage that time, so that was Demon was in the right spot.
Yeah, Dum Dum got
Yeah.
one shot by sight.
Need your mid up, man. Like,
We all did.
you need to. If you can't survive to like 4 stacks, then we're gonna have Vendrix main tanking. You'll be the off tank, Tom.
I'm just figuring out like what works and what doesn't.
All right. But like, I think it's to 2 stacks in this phase, so yeah, just do that. Right, let's go.
Alright.
Depends how the timings work. My
Remember?
abilities, it'll be 3.
All the way to the back, guys. All the way to the back. We want this cone nicely. put
It
there.
threw me out when 2 melee got the debuff.
Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. Just the rage. The rage goes to the left.
4, 3, 2.
Melee spread. You can say spread at the start, melee. Remember, spread your buffs.
Phase 1 is moving out.
You went to the wrong side, Vendrix.
Oh,
Get
we
your
changed
buffs.
it now.
I was about to trying to read the weak orders.
Oh, your buff, your weak orders had left and you went right.
So we are going to
Dodge
left then?
them. Only with the buffs.
No, the buffs to move ahead of the group, not behind it.
No, there's a specific order. Like I have it on AA, that's how it's
That's what I
done.
was trying to read. Left, front, left, front, right.
So Demon's got before, so he should be at the back, yeah.
Someone needs to escort me, quick!
Demon, you're in the group with the...
Yeah, he went in the group. Alright, so it looks like we might need to move the boss a bit further than Diamond.
Why
We're
can't we
not-
just
we're not
move the
much room.
boss forward?
Yeah, I didn't see any videos of him jammed up in this.
No, like you go around in circles.
No, they went forward, dude.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they were.
Went
That was
around.
sort of the ones I've watched 3 videos and none of them have been jammed.
Well, we've
up
got the
against the wall.
DBS for it. We
Did you watch the Fat Boss one? The Fat
Yes, I
Boss
watched
one
that
went
today.
around the side.
They weren't jammed up against the wall.
Check
I watched it this morning.
This weak core only works when we're dead.
Alright.
I
No,
know.
no, that's it.
The video I watched, they sort of stagger them at the start, and they slowly move the boss back towards the middle and stagger them. And then after they've staggered them for a while, then they start to move around the room later.
But the reason we don't have any of the cone in the middle at all is because when this phase ends and we're all in the middle, that cone will one-shot anybody
Yeah.
that's walked through.
I've seen certainly doing that, and it's really messy. Like, this is the best way to do it. So with the buffs, guys, right? The first 2, the sky goes left, the second one, and the sea goes right. Then afterwards, they're always on the left-right side, and one's front, back, and then we go left, right, left, right. That's how it works. Based
What's
on our
the
rotation.
transition? 80%?
80%.
And how many cones did we have that time?
We transitioned on the 5th cone, I think.
There was 2 cones and we got to 85%.
Oh yeah, but
That's definitely not going to reach the middle if we move forward.
no, like because our DPS is pretty low because we're still getting used to this shit. That's why. Like he's supposed to transition before the 8th rage, and we got to the 6th rage just then.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Remember, Crow, we are using last.
That's where everyone they all use less on this phase, don't they?
Nice.
It's like this. So the first 2 left and right, and then afterwards when
last
we
again
move
at the
boss,
end, right?
we have one front here to the right of the group, and one to the back right, and then you move in, and then we pick up our buff as the cone comes. That's how it works. So the ones anytime they're front back, those are ones where we collect the buff every time the cone goes out. That's how it works. Like that's what the Fat Boss guys did as well. Like we're literally doing the exact same thing they are.
So what's happening with Inver? Is it coming back or what?
You see the bench him.
Alright, well, Kiwi on then.
Oh god.
Can we summon Kiwi then? Like we literally have to do this like one at a time. It's like for now don't worry about the buffs, alright? No one collect buffs. We just got to deal with these cones and soul blights first. That's about it. So when the buffs drop, just do whatever you want. We won't worry about like.
Seth, I honestly
it.
think the one thing that we're not doing is after that first cone, the whole raid is staying up against the wall. We're not going to move.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to move forward. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I got my diamond a bit like close. Like, I'll get rid of all the markers actually. How do I get that? Tanks, like the main one, you know how we do the first one, then afterwards just kite how you feel like around the side. Just give us like lots of room basically. Like we always basically have to be like behind the boss. Can we get stone from Kiwi or something?
There is
please?
one.
It's already up.
Is he there? He can't hear us.
He's got his thing on mute. Don't know if he knows.
Let's keep dragging him until we...
But this will take a while to get used to, guys. Like this phase is really shitty.
Hello and welcome to the Fat Boss Guide to Argus.
And Melee, remember you need to spread out a fair bit more.
Yeah, so like when we pull the boss, Melee you can just spread out for now.
Yeah.
Because you can just pre-spread.
After the rages come out, it's pretty much instant that the first dot tick pops up.
And like when
Actually
we
pops out on
spread,
everybody, it's just gonna slap us.
when we spread for these rages, like we literally need to spread. Like you basically have to fan out as much as we can. So sometimes Melee that might mean you can't DPS the boss.
This isn't always perfect. You'll likely have a couple of people get a stack occasionally here and there, but also be able to, they do not need to be like. So with all that
We're
explained,
just full without him for now. We don't really need it.
I'll let him up on first.
Where that skeleton is,
So he's here.
where that skeleton is by his right foot, I'm just looking back through the Fat Boss videos, they're keeping the tank on that pretty much that inner dark ring, keeping the boss there. They got heaps of more room.
They do the first on the back here though, don't they?
The first one, yeah, but after that he goes right up
Yeah.
there where those skeletons are.
Yeah, just bring them all
cones
over.
get marginally progressively bigger, but we still need the space in the middle. So like,
Yeah, but you
first
don't
one
want us jamming
here,
against the wall.
And then the tank moves forward a step, falls, moves
Further
forward a
than that
step.
again, further than that.
I was waiting for it.
Now we're all in combat.
3,
Rip.
2,
I like that.
I was waiting for it.
2 seconds, guys.
If you don't need reses, we res
They-
one.
Yeah, but it's fun to do.
Yeah,
So
see,
did you use the pylon?
weak
Something
core
to
is
do
not
all
working.
day.
Didn't work out though. That's weird.
Like,
It's one of the most used weak auras. I don't understand why it wouldn't be working. Just leave them, guys.
See where the
Just seeing
boss
if there's
is?
an update for it.
Can
Yeah, that's
someone
Sargeras Rage.
Oh,
Mine's
Just
still
get
in
rid
the
of
not loaded, I don't know why.
Can someone do it? Relink it?
it. Yeah, yours would have trended it.
For which one?
Was yours working properly?
Which one?
The spread debuff, the spread weak aura.
Was doing it for, yeah, it said spread before and after, and it also said about the left and rights for the orbs. I haven't had the green circle one come up yet though.
Oh, okay, that one's not working. I think Ben's looking for
I think
one.
Trent's got a different weak aura. I know the one he's talking about.
I just re-imported it, see if that works.
Well, I've just got the ones that
Samson may be right as
Settled
well.
them
We
earlier.
aura did update in the last week.
The only one that's worked for me so far was the Blight, telling me that it was before, and the green circle works for me after we're dead.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Give me a second, I'm just seeing what the custom figure is. 2 seconds.
But they're all, at the moment, they're all in the unloaded section, so I don't know why.
Yeah, it won't load until we actually enter
into
combat
fight,
with them.
Yeah.
If you want to change that, go to the load and down the very bottom, untick the encounter ID.
Say again.
Yeah, it's set to only load if you're in a damage or healer role.
Yeah, it should. You get out as tanks.
Play a dungeon role. Untick that. That doesn't.
That's the current version, latest version that I've got at the moment.
Someone click the stomach now. I don't already check. I think Sid just went to the toilet and checked an accident. Alright, so you don't worry about the boss for now, guys. We just got to deal with these cones and the thing. From memory, it's going to be like the rages come out and the buffs will come out. We split the buffs. At 75 energy, you grab your buff and then stack, bait the cone, then we all move right, alright? And then from there, I don't remember the order, we'll find out.
It may or may not have been bugging out because we had more than 20 people in the group. The code explicitly limits it to 20 people, and because we had 21.
Oh wait, shit. Cancel that, Sid's not back.
You wouldn't be able to get me a yellow monster can when you're at the survey, would you?
Yeah, like this phase is gonna take us a while.
If they don't, no stress. Yeah,
All the
yellow
other
monster.
phases basically just listen to, and just go to specific positioning. This one is just, there's so many
Or
things you really
blue
pay
V,
attention
either
to.
or.
They should have flashed up when we started. Like actually started.
Yeah, I did.
Buff still says 2 hours remaining for me, Snits.
Are you an alchemist?
Yep.
Because if you're not an alchemist and you use 2 flasks, it only gives you an hour and 15 minutes.
No, it had 3 hours, and it's down to 2.
Yeah, it's because you're now at less than 2.
Yeah.
It caps at 3 hours.
Fuck, what's with all the fucking breaks?
I think like for now with the buffs, guys, don't worry about moving out just yet. Just stay with the group. We'll don't like forget the buffs until we get these cones and blights done.
For lasting phase 1, we don't really need the buffs anyway, it's just to make phase 1 faster. Fuck is that?
That'd be
Shit
crazy.
falling from the sky.
Fucking frogs, man. Frogs
I
are
said you could go
flying down.
taller because I thought Kiwi would be longer, but he was pretty fast. He seemed to be in a rush to get taller as well.
Do you want to pull without him?
Yeah, we'll just go.
I'm here. Be on about.
That's it.
Oh, you.
Talking about
Someone
you.
else is here.
Thanks, yeah, bring it to the close one afterwards, just bring it like...
Can you just grip him somewhere randomly?
No, leave him so he dies with the first cone. You don't want to move him. Because otherwise the cones will fuck up.
Very range, melee spread out. Why did that work for me then? We need to spread a lot more, guys. That was not spreading for the melee anyway.
They didn't spread at all.
Alright, Rage is coming. Rage is coming. Don't worry about the boss now, guys. Cone is about to come. And we go right for cone. Move.
Oh, the boss.
Right, tanks, move. Yeah, move space now. Can we get him on?
Move up a bit.
Move towards the boss.
so-
Boss.
Spread. Get ready to spread.
What?
Spread. Spread.
Hang
kidding me?
No, like, everyone stack up now, they're right near the boss.
Fuck, Soul Blight hurts.
Oh, you dropped it on.
Oh, keep going, just keep going. Move closer, guys. We have to be behind the boss. Behind the boss.
Death Fog's cool.
Keep going, just keep going.
Someone needs to
I'm coming, I'm coming.
I got you, Cone.
Cone.
I'm guessing that's Vendrick's humour.
4, 3,
It's not my week, bro.
1.
Oh, yeah, I got a green. Where? Pop up then. Clown horn.
I was standing on the wrong
Like,
side.
keep healing me. I want to find out stuff.
Oh, that was good. We nearly got phase 2.
Did we?
80%?
Yeah.
You didn't even last, man.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I thought
Green.
it's
That's ages away.
We did.
70%.
So the red ring, right, that comes up, that's to stay away from people?
It's when the Sargeras, when he starts casting the fear and rages, right, we need to spread. That red ring comes up when he starts casting it. If it's red, it means someone's within like 5 yards of you. If it's green, it means you're okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Like, don't worry about if it's red or green. The main thing is use that as in case shit, I need to spread. And like, we need to spread. Because if you get 2 stacks of those deep, like one's healable, 2 stacks you're gonna die.
And move out for Blight.
Yeah.
As well. That got me.
I don't know if it's going to be consistent, Seth, but the fear debuff that I had dropped off before I had to run out with the Blight, which is good.
It depends, I guess, on timings.
So anyone that's got the original one, this one I've modified it slightly, it works.
Do we delete
If we delete the other one, is it actually going to complete?
So,
No,
if you delete the original one or just import this one first, this one's got a different name anyway, so
It'll have the... Oh, it just has a 2 after it.
Yeah.
Delete the original one, that's what I did, and this second
Every
one...
time I delete a week or it leaves behind heaps of shit.
Delete children and group.
You gotta delete the entire group.
Children and group, or group and children.
I'm just
whatever.
downloading. It's taking forever. Fuck.
Yeah,
don't forget multiple people downloading it at once, Ren.
Oh man. Get off the download.
But this one doesn't have the 20-player limit, so if we've got somebody sitting on the bench, it's not going to cause a problem.
Does it still make
I'm just getting
noise?
that week or Seth.
Yeah, it still makes the same noise.
So, are you guys ready? So remember, range, like, you guys need to be on the boss's ass at all times.
It says
So
not
the-
loaded
the
though.
people
Yeah, but
with range-
if we're like, if we've got that circle shit around, we're gonna spread, so it can't really be.
The circle one you stack on the group. The square one you go onto the outside. The one with the pointy stuff on the sides.
I'm talking about when we get that
aura.
spread weak aura, yeah.
Yeah, so you spread, and then you stack up. What basically happens is that you stay stacked up. As soon as you see that circle is casting this, like the rages, that's
Yeah.
when you haul ass and you spread, and then
Yeah.
you stack afterwards.
Okay, alright.
Like this phase, we have to just learn like the timings. Basically, that's what we get used to.
Okay, let's see.
Let's go.
Crazy cook.
We can do
Just need to
it.
remember to get off the back wall after that first cone.
Yes.
5,
Keen for cone.
4,
Yeah, me too.
3,
Same.
2, 1.
Remember melee spread start.
Got something in my drawer, actually.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread.
Yeah, same, mate. We got the best.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about the buff soon, guys. Cone is coming up very soon. Remember, we're gonna go right.
Don't run into whoever that was.
Yeah, you don't run into him.
Someone just ran straight into Seth to
Yeah.
get the buff and gave both Seth and themselves a dot.
Move in, guys.
Laggy with all this shit.
Watch your soul blast. Yeah. So watch your soul blast. Remember, guys. Read what your thing says. Don't worry about the buffs. Just forget about the buffs. Don't move from yet.
Crazy, you could
What was that then?
What's that doing there?
Cone is coming. Cone.
Oh.
No.
Please,
Oh,
someone
sorry.
did watch their debuffs for the thing. Just keep going. Don't worry about it. Look at the tanks practice.
Can you get it to 82?
Oh, fuck.
Thing is.
Watch your cone. Watch
Fuck,
your
I
cone.
can't understand my
Get cone.
Blight.
Who's dropping all those fucking blights, man?
I think that's crazy.
It's just practice.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
so much shit going.
the weak aura works when I'm dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
same. It's not doing
Mine
it
was
all
working.
right.
Mine was working then. The one that
hasn't done it once.
was working.
So the reason nothing's popping up for you for the first one is because it doesn't target ranged. I said that. The first one's melee, the second one's melee and range, the third one is 2 melee, 1 range, fourth one is 2 melee, 2 range, so on and so forth. The first one, it's not going to show up for you.
The ring with the spike, you don't stand near anybody, and the ring with the stack, you've got to stack with people, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. So like whoever ran onto me to get the buff, that's a big no-no. Like you shouldn't. I don't know what went through your mind to get that. That should never have happened.
DPS man. More DPS man.
But you get yourself killed.
Oh, fuck that. Who cares? DPS man.
Can't do DPS if you're
Like
dead.
I said, until we get used to the cone and the soul blight mechanics, guys, just forget about the buffs. All right, just let them on the group. Don't worry about moving out for them yet. So if you get them, just keep doing the stacked up. Don't worry about it.
Pretend they're not there.
And like the soul blights, just it's kind of hard to keep track of the pool after during thing because there's so much shit going on. But eventually you'll get used to it. So yeah, remember if it says before, you run to the back because it's gonna go off before the cone happens. So you run all the way to the back, drop it, and then come back. If you have it during, you go behind, but you don't. You sort of stay there and then you run with the group. Because if you wait there for it to drop, it's sort of gonna get hit by the cone. And if it's after, you just stay where you normally are, wait for the cone, and then once the cones happen, drop it like at the back to where the cone previously was, like just to the left, right of it. That's about it. Save any riggers. We're not going to wait for cooldowns on this. Are you ready, man?
Yeah.
So just focus on Soul Blast and the cones. He does his cone at 100 energy, so just watch it.
5, 4.
It's all on a strict time. We just got to get used to the timing. That's all. So don't worry about making the intermission timing yet. Melee, don't get a spread.
3, 2, 1.
Dum dum, it's on. Dum dum, it's on.
What? Melee, he didn't get it. You stack back up with the rain. Can we get the tanks facing
Wrong side, whoever that is. Wrong side.
No, there's a tank in my west.
Yeah.
Alright, get ready for the cone. Get ready for the cone.
You gotta really face the forward.
Get a dodge. Tanks moving forward a bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You faced the wrong way.
How are you not surviving 2 stack or even the first side thunder?
Oh, I'm just like testing out, like, you know. But yeah, I think I've got it pretty sus now.
Testing out, not using me.
No, like without using cooldowns, but obviously I'm guessing you're popping all your cooldowns and you're pulling aggro off there.
But I wasn't popping any cooldowns, you're just not taunting. On pull, you have to taunt if you're taking the boss first. I'm pulling the boss back with Blood Drinker, which means I'm actually generating aggro. If you're hoping to get the boss without taunting, you're not going to be generating aggro. I'm a Blood DK.
I am
not
taunting.
attack and you will not have aggro.
Yeah, I am taunting on cool.
You are without courage. Fight me.
In melee, like, you should not be in the range stack point for the first 2 at all. Until the rages go out and you don't have it.
So
if you don't have it, then you come back,
stack
stack
on the
up.
left loosely?
Yeah, like, melee should be stacking, like, loosely spreading left and right side, and then if you get the rage, you stay, like, you move across to where you have to be, and then if you don't, you come back to the range stack point. Because there was some melee still within the range stack point as it was happening. And then afterwards, like, from the 3rd one on, like, the second set, when the second rage comes out, range have the spread.
3, 2, 1.
Don't worry about pushing into mission or anything like that.
3, 2, 1.
It's because we've never done this part before, we'll get it.
Yeah, spread. So the buff is on me, no one freaking risking last one.
Fucking ouchie!
What happened there?
Swipe to the face.
Like,
I think he was asking what happened with the tanks.
Did it actually face
It
us?
says sweeping scythe on Dum Dum, and then Dum Dum didn't get a single stack. It was on both me and Krieger. Which.
Well, what the hell?
Should we get one of the other tanks picking up first then? I'm not able to keep aggro if that was a problem. I don't know.
No, that wasn't an aggro problem. That's just it being fucking weird. Like, literally,
Oh,
you
okay. So
targeted
bugged out.
Dum with the ability, and it hit both the other tanks instead. Like, he didn't turn to hit us, he just killed everyone around me and Krieger.
Do you reckon we're too close into his hitbox? So maybe don't have
I
him
would say
so
that
far
it's probably
close?
that, but...
Maybe like here.
Yeah.
Just a bit further then.
Here.
Keep the boss on star, so you'll be tanking on this little rune thing.
Shamans, you there?
We got this world first.
Yeah, Epic was supposed to help the guild repairs.
Still waiting for my birthday present, Epic.
Why would he up the guild repairs after raid?
Yeah, when I'm using my code.
Yeah, we kind of need it during the raid.
What the fuck is that? Crazy talk.
Craig, you ready?
Yep.
This is fun.
And you can do it right now, it takes 2 seconds.
5, 4,
To Jim.
3, 2, 1. Three,
I'm gonna spread melee.
1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions, Golden.
Oh, don't worry about the buffs, just stay here for the buffs now.
What? That's correct.
Get ready for the cone soon. Cone is coming. Now. Soulblight's coming, watch what the Weaker said.
Move in, guys, so the Soulblights can go.
Craig will do right. Spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. Jazz, can you move? Jazz, can you move?
Yeah, I'm up.
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, so that was from the Blight that was dropped during.
I need to run through.
I need a clarification as during thing.
I think during you go to the back and run to the side, maybe.
Okay.
No, during is you run with the cone. You're at the back
Yeah.
running with it.
So I had fear and
Hey,
blight.
Blights is supposed to be dropped at the back, right?
Yeah. I had fear and blight and then got caught by the cone.
Yeah, that's one of the shitty overlaps.
But remember, if you get before, you're at the very back right here, next to the line.
Where?
Next to the line, if you're melee with before, you're on the other side of the cone entirely.
Can you show me again, Ben?
Where did that
The four is always just like at the back towards the room trend behind
Back
the
here
stack point.
somewhere.
Yeah, no, like where we are in relation,
the
because you know how
line.
we're moving always.
Yeah.
Yeah, so behind the group.
And if it's
During
during,
means it's gonna pop off you as you run from the cone. So
Okay.
what happens is you want to go at the back still, but
but
then
move
when the
wrong
cone
here.
comes, you run.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Because
say,
before means it's dropping before the cone.
yeah, so say that's the line. The two people before are just here.
Yep.
The person with during is probably about here.
In the
So
group.
they're on
yeah.
the edge and
Yep.
drops it as the cone's
As they're
coming out.
moving.
It'll be going while he's casting the swipe. So he'll be right here, he'll start channeling, everyone else will have to move. You'll have to wait like a microsecond, it'll drop, and then you
And then
move.
move.
So you want to be on the edge of the cone so you don't die.
But not in
Then the
the
one
We'll just run it to the right, but back behind the raid.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
As
and then
it's doing it.
the
yeah.
one after goes to the back again and drops on the very edge of the cone that just got dropped.
Yeah, that's about it. Just get used to those Soulblight timings. And I thought, yeah, I won't be, I'm gonna be like missing calls, and I'm still figuring out this shit as well.
Can you link the Soulblight Wiggler again after this pool?
Alright, nice. Oh yeah, it's down it.
Yeah, you
No,
get
that's
run
what I want.
markers, I can't.
Oh, not the gaze, the Soulblight one where it says something for you.
They're all in the
It's all in
guides
that?
channel. Just have to scroll up and.
No, that one wasn't.
Oh good, I'll find it.
No, I linked it there. One error gave me.
Yeah, that's it, thanks.
It was like custom made one from Gronk or some shit, I don't know.
Unfortunately, I think when I say escort, it's not going to come up as escort. So I'll have to actually call it.
You good,
If
Vesta?
It'll come up as something else, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll come in. the language. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's at least just get to the like 8th tortured rage, and then we worry about our DPS then.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So remember how you gotta be spread out.
2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions go
Don't worry about it yet. Just don't worry about it. Just keep it on the group account. Okay, ready for the cone, guys? Dodge. Oh, my be's calling it too early, so you have to wait for him to say it.
Move in, boys.
See, mine says before. I drop it, but it doesn't matter for me because I'm here. Spread out, spread out.
Jazz is crossing.
Cone is coming, get ready. Cone is coming. Yeah, sorry.
And
Stack
then
up,
you gotta
everyone,
be
stack.
stacked back in after.
Range.
You want me to come
Double
up?
lights.
You want to come up?
Mine says during. So Civ and myself, we go to the back and we
I'm after.
go move. Stack up.
Oh, yeah,
We're ready now. We're gonna be spreading. Spread out. Spread out. Spread out.
Yep. Okay, now I've got that weak or work.
Yeah, I got on that one.
Range, come closer. We have to be like on the boss's ass. Cone is coming. You ready? Move right. Cone. Dodge.
What's that?
We made
For the record, I think we have more than enough DPS.
I got died escorting.
Oh, we just, once people get used to the mechanics, like they'll pick up faster. So this is the 8th rage. This is it, basically. The boss should be pushed at this point, base. Like, if we do it properly.
We had like 6 people over 200 mil.
Yeah, and on top of that, like,
2 mils the minimum. For
Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's 80%.
it's 70.
70.
Are you sure, Damon?
70.
Because the kill vids, there's people, like the whole raid's basically 1.6.
No, like you don't, like, I
The latest
guarantee
video
people
said
aren't
there's
eating
hardly
up.
any DPS check.
Because we don't have people pre-potting, we don't have people eating up. So, like, that helps as well. Like, I'm not doing that either, because there's no point just
Yeah, no,
yet.
we're fine for DPS. We'll be fine. DPS will go up heaps.
So, is anyone confused about the soul bites now, basically?
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
I need the add-on for
The spread
Right.
for that week or a kit from the other one's working at least.
I'll
Yeah.
link the soul bite one
Yeah, I
now.
got it on the 4th
yeah,
or
because
so.
mine just hit Soul Blight.
When
Someone
you get
escort
Fear plus Soul Blight, you need to be escorted. So basically, Vendrix or one of the hunters have to go with you. So like those guys have to always keep an eye out on like the thing
So
saying.
no one else needs to escort
like,
him.
it says escorting.
Because
Huh?
I escorted and died.
You probably fell on the Soul Blight on you
Yeah, I
though.
think I did, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to move forward too,
It's
guys.
just Jin Yang.
It's hard to not be the good guy.
There was a couple I noticed was left and right, like left CM, I think, and there was right.
Those are the buffs. Those are the buffs.
Oh, okay.
So like, if everyone gets the Soul Blights, is anyone still confused? Then we'll work on the buffs now.
Can you just go over them one more time? So
I reckon.
before as you drop it
So
back.
Before you drop
Before-
it back.
Like those, the before, after, and during is in relation to the cone. So when it says before, it means it's going to expire before the cone happens. So you run to the back of the stack point, basically to the back here, it drops, and you come back to stack up again. If it's during, it's basically going to, while he's casting, it's going to drop, and then he's going to cast the cone. So you literally have to like go to the back and start running with the cone. It's going to drop behind you, and then after, just stay with the group. The cone's going to hit, and then you've got like 2 seconds to go to the back afterwards.
Yeah. So it's okay.
And
It's
stack.
easy, it's getting pretty easy.
Oh, I guess what
Just keep
stack
going.
was. Because there was another one that said stack, and I forgot what it meant.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Talking to me.
I was just saying that people need to get back in after the fears have gone out, because we had people here and then we had people all the way back here, and then the cone was massively off.
Yeah, it was back. if yours says stack, it just means just stack up on the group because it means your debuffs are going to expire way after the cone happens. So you basically you stack, wait for the cone, and like after it happens you go. Because the way the Barthilas work is they're different timers compared to heroic now. So that, yeah, you just have to get used to the timing. That's why this phase takes so long. Because of like a blight dropping on the group or someone running out like not escorting properly, you just lose people like that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Melee will spread out.
3, 2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions.
Don't worry about the buffs, just go fast. We'll just do this properly one more time until we like get food.
Yeah, take another sec, Craig. Red, 1 sec really.
Alright, get ready for the cone. Nice. Move a bit forward, maybe, tanks. Spread out, spread.
3, 2, 1.
I gotta drop a thing. What's your cone?
Oh, that was wonky.
Somebody was out very far, not in the...
Yeah, there's a lot of people staying spread.
Don't stand there with because it's gonna clean the raid. Try to keep it the arse of Argus towards the edge.
4, 3, 2.
Gotta keep them red circles closest to the boss, eh? Melee's just standing there doing nothing.
No, we just went over it, but I got Fear and Soul Blight during.
Yep.
Does that mean someone has to escort with me, like, during?
Yeah, they do, yes. So you gotta call it out,
That's
man.
all the hard parts, yeah. Those overlaps are really bad. And those overlaps are generally when we do the healing cooldowns as well.
I can only escort one person at a time there. So if
I can go.
The range can go with them.
No, it's got to be someone who can handle it, because don't forget they'll also get a chance of just getting slapped by Soul Blight.
Oh, right,
I mean, if it happens to Crayola and then somebody else, then we're kind of screwed, but ultimately it'd be handy to have Crayola because he can go bare form and me doing it.
Say again? What?
If people need escorting. Or a hunter with turtle.
I'd prefer not to, because there's so much damage going out. If I have to, I will.
It's supposed to be the hunters and Vendrix, they're the escorters. Alright, let's do it.
Fucking Peter, do your job, cunt.
Get.
And melee, you need a random fair before everybody's getting stacked.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Innovate?
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Yeah, your range needs to come closer. It's okay if they're not like, because you just need one person on realms. Like it can be on the boss. They should be coming. Get ready for the cone, guys. Get ready for the cone. Coming now.
It's gonna be a bit wonky.
Soul Blights are coming. Check what your weak aura say.
3, 2.
Get them up. Spread out, spread out.
Oh shit.
Get back here.
Touch
boys.
cone.
Come on.
I need to go through the boss.
Kiwi loves this second one.
Yeah, exactly. Rams, why'd you go into the boss? Right, get ready for the cone. Dodge.
I'll take another stack, Craig.
3,
Alright, get ready to
Oh,
spread.
that blight, man. You gotta move that shit out.
Get ready to spread, spread. Alright, we'll wipe it up. So it looks like we can use a lot more space.
Yeah, it's a bit tight now.
What are you dying to, by the way, Dum Dum?
I still think that you can have him on that dark part of the, where, you know, a little bit further than my body at the moment, you know, like, you know, back just on the edge of the inner ring.
Whoa.
3, 2, 1.
So obviously when I had the fear ring on me and I had the blight, I needed an escort, yeah?
Yes.
4 or 5 bucks normally.
There's so much spread for like.
Yeah, you were. I had an escort. I
Like
wasn't
the
taking-
weak cores are
we can
basically
use
scrubbing spread for everything
heaps
like
of
buffs
room
and
in.
stuff.
Yeah, I feel like when we have to spread, there's not
I
enough
reckon
room
you can
for
have him
everyone to
around
spread.
about here.
Yeah, so it's
Everyone's staying spread, that's why.
Yeah.
Should we have a
Either.
marker for range, just like for everyone to stack on? Because if we're
it's
still
always
spread,
behind the boss.
Yeah, you stack as a single stack point for the entire first phase. The only time you don't stack is when you spread.
Like
Which
when
well,
you range
some
spread,
people
you
still
range
are
back to
stacking.
Range move to the back, spread out across the thing. Once you get the buff, everybody who doesn't have the rage collapses back into a single point. Like, if you think about how big this room is compared to it, you got the first cone, which is what, from blue to green, and you can go all the way out here if you need a spread for enough space. It's a 5-yard AoE, you can be all the way back here, and then if you get rage, okay, you move into the back, so you're at the back on your own. If you have the fear, you stack in with everybody else. It's not hard.
It's probably not hard, we're all still learning.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna take a while.
Keep on.
My weak aura said during, but mine popped after the cone.
Yeah, so the way the during one works is it's got to be like right on the edge of it. It's a little bit hard to gauge, but basically, if you see him lining up, right. So say he's facing in a direct line from there. The edge of his cone will be about here. Again, this is just something that you're gonna have to learn. It's a little bit hard, and you need to be just here, right next to it. Like it'll pop. It should pop pretty much exactly the same time as the cone goes out, and then the person who has after, it's about a 1-second window after the cone, and they just drop it towards the back.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I had during on my weak aura, and then, you know, a couple of seconds later my blight dropped off, and the cone was
After the cone already hit.
out. Yeah. So I
yeah,
could see the cone, and then mine popped, and I died.
Just go, just go tanks, turn around.
2, 1.
Send him around!
But tanks got stacked.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions. Go, Gunner.
Snootsy scared.
Craig is gonna have to take third.
Doesn't matter too much. Get ready for the cone, guys. Get ready for the cone. Dodge coming up. On the boss's ass. On the boss's ass.
See where the X is? That's where you should be, guys.
Get ready to spread. Get ready to spread.
On the X, guys.
Spread. Right, stack up again. Get ready for the cone. Get ready for the cone, alright? Cone's coming.
That was pretty much perfect shamans there. I like a micro default.
Alright, let's go. Keep going. The hardest part is really getting used to these soul blights. Get ready for the cone, guys. It's coming now. And then get ready to spread.
Yeah,
Can you roar? Can you roar?
need to go to the back with those.
Back up, final partner. Get ready for the cone. Dodge. Move up to the boss's ass.
I'm not sure what I done. Just told you.
Cone is coming again. Move right. What the hell's spreading? What timing was retarded?
Oh, who's that? Ah!
Yeah, wrong one.
Good job. It's alright. So guys, I can't call out exactly when the cone's coming. You have to watch it because sometimes his timing is funky. Just when he gets 100 energy, just be prepared to dodge it.
Mythic is so much fun, man.
But like literally, the hardest part is these soul bites. We just got to handle this.
Well,
and, like,
once we get used to it, man, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
Pulled early
remember,
and did
50
better.
goes on
we've
the
got
freaking last
people that
boss.
aren't moving back still. Every single person with Soul Blight needs to be on the edge. The two people who have before are inside where the next cone's going to be. The person who's on during is at the very edge of where the cone's going to be. The person
when
who's
you
after is dropping it next to the cone as close as possible after the cone's gone out.
So you were talking about when you see the big poisonous keg come up on your screen, run it to the back of the room. Yep.
Depends what it says.
Depends on what it
Soul
says.
Blight.
Yeah, but the
It
big
might
poisonous
say-
keg will have a writing under it telling you if it's before, during, or after.
If you're in void form, does it say before, during, or after on your screen?
The weak aura does on my screen, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. No, I meant like, can you read your own chat or?
No. This is a mess. I can't even, if I type in void form, it comes out like that too.
As long as you know, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's good. I'll call for the escort if I need it.
Yeah, well, I think I'll focus on just escorting you because I can survive getting blown up. Everyone else will have issues with that.
Yeah, we just got to get to use. Should we start handling the buffs properly now, or we just do these soul blights first?
Just work on the soul blights first
Yeah.
on the cone. We've still got people not stacking and spreading correctly.
And healers, you also have to spread, alright? Don't be sitting there casting, because some of you are stacking on top of each other still.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2.
Now they're spreading.
The light of sea and sky must aid our champions, Golden.
Keep the buffs here for now. Pick them up while they're stacking. You're ready for the cone. It's coming soon. Now. He's at 100 energy.
Move further if you have to. Don't pretend that you know where it's going to be.
Yeah, just
Everybody on the axe.
Everyone stack up. Get ready to spread though. Get ready to spread. Spread. And then stack up quickly. Everyone stack up. The cone is coming. No, that was a bad save.
That's a very wide cone. People can't move.
I got a dot from the spiky triangle.
Keep going. I think on that raw, that one we're gonna get a raw, so we can quickly come back again.
Yeah, the second one seems to be 8.
I think I said that in the video.
Yeah, ready for the cone. Cone.
Oh wow! How the fuck did the cone get there?
People just aren't moving at the right times.
We'll go to practice. So Krieger on the second one. Was it the second one?
Yeah, second one.
What rage was it though?
I think from memory it's the second and third ones you need some form of speed boost, and then the fourth and fifth you should be fine.
Alright, so I'll try to call it out Krieger, right? And use a roll for us, because we basically have to like stack up for the debuffs first, and when they run out we need to spread and then quickly stack up again for that cone.
I'm waiting for it to kill me. I've got Purgatory on. I was standing in something. He killed me with sight, and it still takes 4 seconds to kill me.
Yeah, I'll say when then, to give you time.
Let's see.
This is funner than Agrimar, at least. Can we get rid of those markers, man?
Fucking best copping it, eh? Still.
Or people slash him in general chat. So
Yeah.
Let's go again. Tanks need to survive, because you're going to be trying to get to survive to 4 stacks you've got to get hit by, so find some way to get consistent with your mitigation.
2, 1.
Now that you're ready to spread.
These repositioning of the bosses are different every time as well.
Yeah, if you can keep it consistent. Quickly.
It was late for one.
Okay, ready for this cone? Cone's coming.
Don't arc around the boss, move through the boss. It's faster.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Cold Blights are coming at me. Get ready to spread. Roar. Stack up again. That's it. Cone. Get ready for cone. Cone. Dodge it.
It was the spiky one, can't be targeted. Range.
What? This week's on his escort.
I got it.
His escort.
Like the cone. Dodge.
4, 3.
Get ready to spread. Get ready to spread, guys. Spread. Stack up now.
Oh, fuck rage.
We go through the boss.
Behind us, crazy. Behind.
Cone is coming. Cone.
Not like that.
Cone. Crazy. Yes. The sides are only for melee, man.
I know, but
You could have gone
Stack
back to the back
up.
of the
Stack
round.
up. Yeah, full
That's
range.
better, we're getting each other.
Towards the back though.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
back
it's
here.
gonna take a while.
The cone will never
to get this
target. The cone doesn't
so,
target.
so that time, yeah, I should have stayed on his
So I
right
can
hand
stay back here, can't I now? Is that right?
Yeah,
No, you shouldn't have stayed on his right hand side. You're supposed to be directly in line with the group at the back.
Like
if you're
I
on the
was
right
just
hand
then.
side, you're gonna get a cone in the middle of nowhere and wipe us.
The sides are only for melee range. If you guys get range, if the range have the rages, you're basically behind the group to the you're basically touching the cone, the previous cone, because the cone can still target you, but it doesn't target melee with rages.
In a line at the back, yeah.
Yeah, so you're basically behind the group.
Dive in.
I'm standing and stuff. I'm waiting.
Dive in.
His life taps.
Turn
I
around,
was,
take a hit.
Can you just go slash die?
I was standing in a puddle.
The range
Turn your
one.
back around.
Range only spreads off of the third one.
Yeah, because the first two, they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Wikora doesn't go off at all for the first two.
It's gotta get used to this. That's about it. Yeah, for us to make the DPS check in this thing, it needs to be pushed before 2 minutes happens.
Gonna put some markers out for the tank so it's a bit more consistent.
Alright.
Yeah,
But we won't be able to have that always because we'll need the markers
Yeah, I
in
know, it's
territory.
just for them to learn, but basically so they can learn by the visual cues on the ground. The point of this arrow here, this seam just here on that one for the second one. It's probably a bit far. Go just before that one there. Well done.
We can't be doing that because
3, 2.
where we go, all put in combat.
Whoa! The fuck?
So I'm not sure why you went that close, somehow.
Probably come over here, Van. Get that purgatory going. Nah, you missed it.
Just die, everyone. Just face the boss on us.
Postatory.
Any second now.
Don't bubble.
Oh no, it's on me.
Stay on the cone, guys. Stay on the cone.
Let's go.
Rise up. Let's go.
Yeah, so these first three markers are a bit spaced, the other two are a little bit closer together. Might actually move them a little bit. But just so things can see by the actual visual cues on the ground. So the first one's on the point of that inner indented triangle on the ground, just here. That's where the boss needs to be, not the tanks. Second one's right here on this one. Third one's on the point of that little bit jutting out. Fourth one is in that little narrow thing that I'm standing in right now. I can't go closer to the boss. Fifth one's in the corner, so that part of it. If there's a sixth one, just do it the same as the last one. I'll put a marker out for it on that point there. That should be enough space.
Everyone's ready. Let's do this.
Cracking a cold one without the boys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
4, 3, 2.
Let me get some cast.
Melee spreading.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions golden.
We're at 100 energies when he does the cone. It's coming up. They're in dodge now.
Right on X.
We're gonna have to spread soon. So Craig, get ready to roar. Roar. I was lucky.
Back in on X.
Cone's coming. Cone.
That's
Dodge.
gonna be wide, that's gonna be wide.
Someone dropped blood in the group.
Keep going. Keep going. Sorry, it was practice, man. Practice. Get ready for the cone, it's coming up. And then get ready to spread.
It's gonna be very wide.
Wow.
That's on Crayola.
Spread, guys, spread.
So remember, guys, if you've got the befores, you need
Yes,
to
us to go through both.
Ellie, give him space, Melly, go.
Go now, Des.
Good,
Tank
Jazz,
in
good,
the
Jazz.
Craig?
They have to be in the center.
Tanks
You've got room. So it's alright, Jazz. They have to be in the center. If it touches the sides, it's fine.
Gonna do an escort.
Yeah, if you look at the little animation, see the inner part that's probably clear of anything.
Yeah, it's just that Dum-Dum was standing directly under the buff.
Oh, yeah. So keep going, guys.
Everyone's just trying to max their boxes this fight.
Ready? Dodge it, and now spread. Spread out, and then stack up. Alright, stack. Go in with the spears. I need to go through the boss, I gotta go through.
I've got the glide as well.
Keep going.
That's alright, yeah. I couldn't escort both of you.
I didn't need an escort, but yeah, we were both in the same spot.
There was two people feared with blight at the same time because everybody was dead, and one
Just
moved
those
out.
two blights in the middle. We're gonna try and avoid that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but just so when we go into transition, we're
There
gonna need
shouldn't be
that.
any blights here at all, like, that's what I mean. Blights are supposed to be instantly moving to the back. The only person that's got a little bit of time is the person that says after, because they're popping it after the cut comes out.
Let's go!
I think we probably should start mixing in the buffs now.
It's annoying when the buff goes on a tank.
Yeah, just it's always never risk it with the buffs, guys, alright? Because the buffs can spawn and rage people as well. So I won't be calling out the cones anymore, I'll be calling out the buffs. You guys should know when the cones are coming because the freaking DVM screams at you. So the first two, remember the sky is left, the sea is right. How many melee we got? 5, that's nice.
Chugga 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 choo choo.
Unless
can we not?
you're counting me as well.
Let's go.
There's... Oh, let's go.
Chugga 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 choo choo.
Can we not have this shit put down, guys? It's so freaking hard.
4, 3, 2.
Spread.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions golden.
That buff's coming, remember? Square right, moon left. Spread the buffs, spread the buffs. Alright, this one on that.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do it for the next one. Don't worry about you. You got what you Get ready. Cone's coming. Get ready to dodge. Very nice.
Non-X, guys.
Alright, next set of buffs will be coming soon. Raw Crayola, raw. Spread, bait the cone, bait the cone, bait the cone.
Come back in, come back in! Oh, that's wide.
Hey.
Who's dropping these blights, man?
So, come on, practice, man. I would swipe it up, because we know what the rest of them do, really.
So that's, is it the second spread that comes just before the cone that we keep fucking up?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
It's literally all three sort of going
As
along.
long as we know
Oh,
what's going on.
the spreading.
Fuck, I need to smoke after this.
Yeah. So remember, guys, you got the cone going between star and nipple, whatever it is. Ranged, you want to be spreading out to the back, not all the way out here. You've got space as wide as the cone, so from where the boss is standing right now, this space just here. Every single range needs to be in that space. If you've got the two befores, you want to be dropping it as close as possible to the last one. Both of you can stand literally right next to each other and drop it and then move back to the group. If you've got some form of fear on you, then people can stack on you, that's not a problem. Person with the during needs to be about here where the cone's supposed to end. They don't want to go past that because, like just then, we had people with during and after, they were standing out all the way on their own and made the clone spawn ridiculously
So if
fast.
they gamble too hard, they're getting a one shot.
Yeah.
Just quickly, you know it's front and back for this buffs after the first cone. If we're on the boss's arse, what's front? Like how far front?
Front is to the right of the group stack.
Yeah, gotcha.
Square is
That's
just
all I
like
need to know.
behind that a bit. You spread them enough
Yeah,
so
sweet.
you know.
That's it. Good.
And then when that, like those buffs we get as we dodge the cone. So the people who have the buffs, they drop them and then come back, and then we all run for them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ready? We're going. I press on1.
We're having cones moved as well because people are going for the boss. You
Yeah.
don't get the buff until we call for it because otherwise the cone's going to spawn in.
3, 2, 1. 4, 3,
Remember spread?
Just remember to restack after the spreads. Got a ticket the
Buffs. Do them properly. The other way around, but alright.
C's right and the other
Yeah,
one.
one of them's wrong. Square is always to the right. Get ready for the
touch my
cone.
sieve a little bit.
Should be. Dodge.
Yeah. Move the boss so he's on orange.
Remember, moon to the front of us.
I got the escort. To the back, to the back, to the back.
Spread.
You know what? Ah, fuck.
Cone. Keep on. Alright, we're gonna hit the cone coming up. So on that third set, drops as the cone happens. Spread out. Stack up again.
No more. Take note of how Rinling's doing it, that's the correct way you do it.
I need an escort. Snitz needs an escort. Snitz.
Got an escort.
Yeah. Ring, that's the way, yeah.
Trail, I need you to move in more.
So, we'll wipe it up. It's a nasty fight.
Fuck, a lot of damage.
So,
Everything just one shots out.
I saw you yell S. I saw the weird letters Snitz here. I think.
Yeah, so Vend, if you could just familiarise yourself with Wok Year Koala, that means I need an escort.
Yeah, I thought it, I was like trying to work out who it was on. I'm just gonna put a marker on your head.
Agnazov. Oh, what?
Where's Snitz?
Shit!
For fuck's sake, Vend, I said Agnazov!
Agnazov. Fashkakafahala. No, my mate.
Right, so I'll go through with the buffs again. So the first two, left and right. Moon to the left, square to the right, okay? Second set, you have time to drop them and then come back to bait the cone. And then you get your buffs. The third set, the cone happens the same time as the buffs. So they sort of, you run split and you go for it. So Melee, if you get your square, just back out a bit to make sure they're split enough. And then you run on the third set, you run when you're dodging the cone. So they're still there and not inside of the cone.
For people who don't know the difference between Moon and Square, Square's crit mastery, Moon stays first. Moon's
No,
white
it's
and...
the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way.
Group mastery.
Been marking me the other way around.
Neg.
No, you've always been going the wrong way. I've been watching your week or
I'll show you a screenshot. It's even in
No,
chat.
Square's always been.
Yeah, no, it's been saying for me when I've had Haste Verse go left. That's what the weaker has been saying.
Sure, it's same for me. Too.
I have Demon, Crit Mastery, Moon.
Well,
And that's what the AA
opposite way around. It's
I'll show you.
saying for my weaker, it's saying for me to go left whenever I get Haste Verse.
I'll give you a screenshot.
I know those are DBF, man. DBM automatically does it.
No, Vend in chat, it's got Vendrix, right, V/H.
Yeah, you've been going the wrong side, man. I've been watching him.
Who's this natural Maggie?
Damn it, so you ready?
He's a good shaman.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Alright, let's do this.
One of those.
Remember, moon left,
this is
square right, okay?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Amongst all the other bullshit that's on your screen.
Yeah.
There's people still not pre-putting it because I'm not either.
I have been every.
Oh, really? What the hell? It's red now, remember?
You got tempted.
Cool pops.
Hey, he's going fucking around in circles.
You can go right then with yours, the square.
Yeah.
And whoever had moon didn't do.
Nice if they
Get your
all
buffs, get your buffs, get your buffs, and then stack up again. Stack up and get ready to fade. Stack up, someone's on the buff signal, didn't stack up properly yet.
It'd be nice if the weak guys were consistent on the moon and one with words.
Just the way it is.
Get ready for raw.
Things with big sand.
Raw. Spread out, spread out, spread out.
Get back in, get back in.
Rage your cone. I'm going around. Go.
Move up.
You go, guys.
Not too bad.
Remember the two buffs to the side, like front and back, and dodge the cone. This is when you get them at the same time.
Ah, Blight was dropped on it.
Spread. Stack up again, guys.
Crazy, you're
Soul
so
with the
good.
rage.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What?
Crazy. Out. Out. Out of here.
Oh my god.
He already killed everyone.
Right, yeah, because
Classic crazy.
Cancel
Fuck, man. I thought I just had circle.
Square with spikes.
Yeah. The circle with spikes.
There's so much shit on my fucking screen, I can't
No
see
way.
nothing, man.
like it's one of those, you just gotta get used to it.
I'm gonna
Too
find the
stone, bro.
friggin' files on the computer and edit them, change the colours.
Yeah, I deleted a lot of the weak auras from the thing.
No, I
just
mean
the
the
one.
actual friggin' game files.
Colorblind mode.
The chat that I linked, right, is that just DBM or is that what you're actually meant to do
Or chat.
in general? It's a screenshot.
Yeah, that's where you go, but they've got different weak auras. The haste versatility one is always right. The crit mastery one is always left. So moon
Okay,
left.
so that's
Like
fine.
that's only for when I say left. Like the AA says left and right. So the first one is always left and right. The next two are front and back.
Okay.
But like
yep.
the first one,
Yep,
like the
yep,
second,
yep.
the second one, which is front and back number one, right? You have to go, drop it fairly far, and then quickly come back to bait. And then afterwards, when we dodge the cone, that's when you go get it. So even if you're the person who has the buff on you, don't sit there and get your buff. You quickly make sure it drops and then stack up again. And the third one, it drops as we're baiting.
Which one do you drop back? Do you drop moon back or do you drop
Square.
square gets dropped back and moon gets dropped
Yeah.
front? Okay.
Yeah.
So
And like it's not that far back. It's literally like basically see where Jeeves and I am, like that distance.
and
That's
the
all it
back
is.
one would go here, is that right? Say that with the stack points Jeeves.
No, like I'm talking about the buffs.
Yeah,
So
that's what
the-
I'm asking.
When I say
Jeeves
front,
is the stack of everyone.
the front one.
Yep, front one. You go
Yeah,
front.
no, like the front one, it's basically to the right of the stack point. So you basically where everyone's stacking up behind the boss, you drop your buff there, and the other one is sort of just behind there. It's not this far back basically, like because
Well,
we're going to be over here somewhere.
That's what I'm trying
So
to
you
work
drop-
out, because you got front
Yeah.
and you got back. Shouldn't it still be right and left?
No,
Or have you got
because
front?
we don't have a left
Okay,
anymore.
so
'cause
you got a
the
front
cone's there.
right and a back right, really.
It's always relative to how a cone is. So
So-
like the first front one was where I am now, and the next one will be like back here. Well, it doesn't mean back as in back of the wall. It means just behind the other buff. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're both in front, but one's in front of the other, and yeah, okay.
Yeah. As long as they're separate, so it's easy to grab what you want. That's all.
Yeah. So say for Ben was that like Jeeves is one and on the front one.
Check your flask, guys.
Classic nudge.
Maggie knows.
I'll do it next pull.
All those people that said we would never get this far.
Yeah, it's still a long way to go, man. Still
Yeah.
like 4 weeks of prog.
Hey, there's a lot of people that aren't even 10.
4, 3, 2.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
Alright, moon, left, square, right.
2, 1.
The buffs aren't a priority. So like that melee there wasn't spread very well. Spread your buffs. That's fine, now come back in. Don't get your buffs. Don't pick up the buffs. Do not pick them up.
Why?
Now you pick them. And then
It
start.
takes some time to activate.
Yeah. Get ready to move. Go.
Ah!
Move the boss. This was a shitty overlap, remember. This is one front and back, right? And then come back.
3, 2, 1.
So front and back and spread. Raw.
Duty.
Don't get your buffs. Don't get your buffs yet. As we get dodged now, get your buffs.
Oh, who was that? He dropped it right on top of me.
That was you had during.
No, someone else dropped it right on top.
It's right. Keep going.
Someone else went off first, and then
Buffs we drop as we go. Alright?
Yeah, you
Go.
killed friend and he had the after, and then his
Go,
pop
go, go.
ran away instantly, so it killed you.
Whoever had that C one was a bit slow. Should have been out where like the star one is. The purple blue one.
So which one did Trent have?
I didn't have one. He had
Oh.
yeah, it said Trent had the after, and he got killed by yours.
Is Nitchy in the right spot, yeah?
So then
Don't-
shouldn't he have been at the back, not where I am? Yes.
Don't come to the back.
Just wipe it up. It's already done.
Yeah.
So if you have before, you go towards the back. If you have during, you still go behind the group and
By
you
the
it's
back,
drop as
doesn't
you
mean
run.
where these ones are. It needs to be where this one is. All the way over here.
Yeah, back literally means at the edge of the wall. During is basically halfway, like behind the stack point. The stack is you still stay with the group, and then after you debate the cone, you go out to do it.
So someone
pretty
had
sure
that
I didn't have
before
one.
and
I'm
killed
pretty
me.
sure I
reckon.
didn't have one then.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
No, both the befores were at the back. It was the
Yeah,
during
they were at
after
the
that detonated and killed you.
It's
Me
also
During
like
and after that killed us.
Yeah.
Because I know one popped off before I even. As soon
it
as
could
I
be he
got-
died because the soul blight ticks for like 1 million a second. If they die, it's gonna
Literally.
pop off as well.
Yeah, it literally went off as I was standing there.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even have one on me.
Yeah, he took 2 ticks of it, so someone dropped on him.
I can go back on my stream and watch if you want.
Ah, it's fine. But like
Yeah.
healers, like
Let's
the
get
soul
better and
blights-
better though. Let's go.
the soul blights are what hurts a lot because if they die, it drops
We'll
on
get
us. as
phase
well.
2 tonight.
I'm not sure if you guys have a weaker, but I don't know what one I have, but it popped up saying defensive when I have both the soul blight and torture raiders coming out. Because if you don't have defense up during that point, you're likely dead.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
just-
But let's do it.
We got this, boys. Come on.
5, 4,
Hey, it's
Yeah,
Meg.
fix up the spreads and stacks. We're good.
1.
We got to do these buffs properly as well. We got it down.
4, 3,
Oh, I thought I'd change A.
I already did.
Oh, cool.
Unless you want the full works.
Spread them and don't pick up your buffs.
Oh, yeah.
Don't pick them up yet. Pick them up. Stack.
Like, good boy.
Get ready for the cone. Get ready for the cone. Go.
Oh,
And
yeah.
The next one is front and back. And then you come back. You don't pick up your buff, you drop it and come and stack again. Get ready to spread. We need a roll.
Bastar and step right on the edge, please.
Ready for roll.
High energy.
Oh shit.
Do I drop it over here?
That's gonna be a wide cone.
Alright. Now we need a bit further. Sorry, that comes.
Back on X, guys.
Why would you?
If you have a rage, you basically forego your buff. Don't bother.
Escort.
Yeah,
He's got a during.
Get ready. Get ready for the cone. The cone. Dodge.
My during went off before.
Ready, spread. Get ready, spread. Oh shit. Spread.
Yeah, don't forget the timing for the weak aura might be slightly off because it has been nerfed.
Yeah.
High energy. Dodge.
Let's keep practicing. Just these soul blights.
Why is there a soul blight
Nice.
So tanks on that one, you can take it a bit further out.
Move,
Yeah,
crazy, move! Shemets, move! I
just
can't
wipe it up, wipe it up, just die.
What are we moving? What's happened?
I think that one that
Give me,
was
give
in
me.
the melee was Samson.
Yeah, I died with Soul Blight just as I got it.
GG. Bend, turn around and bend over.
High energy.
Yeah, man.
Can't hear whoever that is.
I've got a cone mag.
That's Krieger.
Is that Krieger?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Say something, Krieger.
Yay!
That's not
Mag.
Can you guys mess up? Come on.
Who was that?
There's no reason we
That's
have
Krieger.
to res you manually. Chamets?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Chamets, you resing?
I forget Crazy's not the only shaman now, so I'm yelling at Crazy, but it was actually shaman.
Yeah.
Fucking Crazy,
Make me
move!
look bad, man.
Alright guys, I think it's time. Eat up. We'll do pots and eat up food. We'll do this
Yeah?
shit.
Alright, let's do it.
Game phases now.
You have the special face.
Ooh.
I think it's done.
Do you have feaster?
No,
Nani?
Epic has face. Eat up guys.
I bought mine.
Maybe
I'll pop a
Kringer's
Splurge for the
So
occasion.
remember, like that second set of buffs, you guys have to go a bit further out and then quickly come back. Happens basically at the same time as the Sargeras stuff comes out as well.
What? Oh, sorry. Forgive myself.
Alright, let's do this.
Five, four, three,
Heard it once.
Alright, focus.
four, three, two, one.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions. Go
Spread the
Crazy.
buffs. Spread
Why
the
are you not
buffs.
in?
Spread the buffs. Spread the buffs. What is that spreading? That's god awful.
I blame Epic.
Get your buffs now, even though they're on top of us. Get ready to move the cone. I mean, move forward the cone. Next buff is front and back from the front. You have to leg it a little bit and then come back and stack.
Three, two,
Spread them. Oh,
Oh. Stack.
watch your cone.
Shit.
Fuck me. Yeah.
That's what- You can't rely on me for the cone, guys. I mean, freaking DBM spams it at you.
Why
So
did it
much
go
other
there?
shit
Did
to, like,
someone
watch
come
out.
back in?
high energy.
Seth, can you tell me how to press my buttons too, please?
No worries, man.
I need an escort. Demon escort.
I got one.
Shit, story Crazy.
Yeah, remember what we said about escorts, no user movement abilities, because I can't fucking keep up with that. I'm
My
gonna
bad.
no rush.
Escorts are expensive these days, man.
No, shit.
Wipe it up. Come on. Die. Stand the freaking death hook stuff, guys.
Calm down.
Beat 'em.
Sorry about that one,
Hendrik,
Crazy.
fix your resource so it's
Oh,
got a
good, man.
moon or a square in it.
Hey, feast.
Alright, let's res up, eat up.
My announce isn't a weak or
Or whatever's making a square, not saying a square or moon.
That's DBM.
It doesn't really matter as long as he knows which way to go. That's all that matters. He did it right. It was someone else that did it wrong.
I'm not saying you did it wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the problem is actually the weak aura is made by a specific guild and it's used by that guild, and that guild just happens to do their markers the exact opposite colors of every other person in the game.
No, my DBM doesn't like what I've got my AA set to. I'm not using a weak aura for the markings.
Well, I've disabled the weak aura entirely. That's DBM announcing the chat at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I haven't modified mine.
But yeah, because the haste verse thing is the white orb, and then the crit mastery is the blue orb, and then they got the exact opposite. So
yeah, that's
it's just this guild's weak aura kit's just fucking odd.
Like, freaking watch these cones, guys. Like at this point, they should be dying to it.
No one should
Soul
die
Blights
to it.
fair enough, still new, but like cone is like freaking DBM. He spams at you. Just dodge that shit. Here we
After
don't
this
have flask.
the second one is fucking us. People are way too spread.
3, 2, 1.
Nice spread. Have to get away from the boss still. See, that's too close, Mallow.
Don't run out. Yeah.
Spread those buffs, spread them. That's not really spread very well. Don't get him, but get him now, get him now.
It was on me, I had to get it.
Yeah. Ready to dodge, get ready to dodge.
Take it
Go.
off you then, and get it again.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Yeah, Tank's gonna be fast with that. Get ready to spread.
Wasn't straight.
Raw. And then suck up. Get ready for bait the cone. Go. Move the tanks. Don't risk for the buffs.
Maybe people stacking in more. See where the X is, that's where you're supposed to be in line going back this way.
Ready for the cone? Buffs at the same time as the cone.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Right.
See, those buffs are too close to the thing, and someone was. Oh, that was a rage one. Throw it out. So we'll just wave it up at the same time. I think for that second one, we might need to make more room.
Which second one?
The second cone.
No, the second cone was fine, that's what I said. The first cone was fucked because people weren't stacking.
Oh.
That's what
First
I've been
cone's
saying. No, first cone's off to the right. It's not supposed to be. Like, yeah, that's why I'm one of, apart from Snitsky, I'm the only person with a marker on my head. You need to be in a perfect line with me from the back of the boss.
Yeah,
If you're over here, you're fucking us up because the cone's popping up in the wrong spot. That's what happened with the first one. We didn't have enough space. Instead of being here, the cone was centered on here.
I'll be fair, if you're stacking in the first phase, it's fucking critical.
Huh?
I can't hear that. Who's that? Is that someone from my raid?
No, it's Mags. He's just extremely quiet.
Maggie, put your thing up,
man.
man.
200% as well.
Here we. Res, please.
Maggie, put your mic up.
Maggie Simpson, please.
So those second buffs, guys, you got to space them out. Like you got to watch them. It happens during like the rages.
Remember, first one's left and right, second one's front and back, third one's front and back, and from then on it's front, left and right again. Second and third set of buffs overlap with the scythe coming out. Also remember tanks after when the cone's already coming out, you should be past the next marker and ready.
3, 2, 1.
All I said was that you just gotta be really critical with stacking the first phase. Really critical. Like, it's the most important thing you guys have to do.
Melee spread.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions.
Spread those buffs.
Everyone should be in line with X.
Alright. Tanks has the other one. Do not get the tank one. Just leave it, because you're good side.
There's still a lot of people to my right.
Get ready for the cone. Ready for the cone. Go.
Just on that buff one, when I have it, it doesn't tell me which way to go, but when someone else does, it does.
Alright, remember, spread these front and back. Raw.
Rage.
Dodgy cone.
That just feels so messy every time. I don't know what happens there.
It's just the timing of the boss.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
The second and third set are horrible. Every set from then on is fine.
Alright, you ready for the cone? Buffs, we run with them, right? If you have the buff, just run.
Yeah, remember what I just said about leaping? I don't care if you got an immunity, if you leap out, you've gotten stacked.
Those buffs is how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. Spread.
Oh, nice.
Stack up. Nice.
Yeah, so crazy, you need to be to the left a lot more.
I know, but I've got a soul bite there. Like, what do you want me to do?
That's censored on you. Yeah, you still need to be to the left more.
I think you could have run in front of it and just stood like a little closer to the back of the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, still that second one screwing us up.
So that second one is Blight's coming out. We're spreading for the new debuffs. Sorry, Blights are still dropping, aren't they?
Panic overlaps at the exact same time. Third one, the Blights are slightly delayed from the cone and the buffs come out.
Three mechanics here. The buffs come out, the debuffs come out, and the Blights are out on that second one.
And the Raiders.
Yep.
It's just so much on the screen. It's just a mayhem. You see everyone running everywhere.
But like, you do more practice of this and eventually you get a feel of it. Craig, can you res?
Let's keep going then.
Stop
At
moving
least
them.
at the very start of the phase so that we can actually reset fast instead of, get to the end of this phase and then die.
What was that, Vin?
I said at least it's at the very start of the phase so we don't get to the end of the phase. And
Oh, yeah, true.
We do want to pull that and break because someone needs to do something.
Do I have to spend fucking phase 3 dead?
Yes, you will. Not all of it, it's only like half of it.
I think from memory it's first 3 orbs or is it 4 orbs? Because it's on the 4th orb that everyone apart from one tank kills himself.
Yeah.
And then that tank replaces you for a bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Scary, split the buffs, split them. They need to be further. Looks like a little bit more.
Everybody in line of X. A lot of people
Go
on my
buff,
right now.
Buff. Stack up. That's alright. You're ready to do it.
Remember, the reason you need to be directly on top of me is it centers on it.
This is the shitty one though. Ready to spread. Stack up. Don't get the buffs, don't get the buffs. Oh, that's a shitty.
My God.
Ah!
What the fuck? Oh, fuck it. I'm out of there.
It's done.
Keep getting rage off the melee.
That side got me.
So like, I don't know, I can't tell who was out there, but you gotta remember, if you're doing the blights, have them behind the group, not on the side there. And if that was a spread and you didn't move back, you gotta move back. Because you can't be having it on the side like that.
The befores are supposed to be right next to the old cone, not anywhere randomly at the back.
Oh, we're gonna have a 5-minute break.
The afters the cunt.
Let's eat the face.
Alright, taking a shit.
Gonna go back to my rooms,
I'm gonna have a fiddle with these wee whores.
Fiddle with my diddle.
No, I'll do that too at the same time.
So how is everyone?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
From the old winter spring.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I like spring as well. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Shit. Oh, look at this cunt's fucking injector, man. 980. Shit.
Who's his
Scars Nick?
I think my officer had a 985.
Shit.
Fuck,
With
985.
It's like,
I still got a 945.
yeah, I got a 965 in an Arcana with socket.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Make me jealous, man.
Make you jealous, I've got on 3 of them.
Oh, what? Man, I don't even have an Arcana on this turn.
Oh shit, it's gonna...
Like, shit, man.
What do I have? I've got a 920 socket Arcana and a 960 socket Acid.
Fuck.
Not bad, not bad.
It's very good, man. Haley, you got an Arcana yet?
Fuck you.
Oh, an 871. You can have it if you want.
Yeah, 87 is still fucking best in slot for a sub couple classes. If I'm
terrible.
mistaken.
It's good for everyone, man.
Not good for me.
Oh, actually, I don't think everyone. I think there's one class that prefers just stat sticks or intellect and all that stuff.
Oh. How's your stream going, bro, Peter?
Yeah, man, I got 100 views at the moment, man. Good look at it, bro. I'm not lying.
Seriously? What, you got a view bot or
Oh
something?
shit! No! Actually, whoa! What the fuck? How would you get so many views?
I don't know, man.
He's got a view bot, bro.
They just wanna
No.
see Crazy Dead.
Seriously.
Yeah, good look at it.
Hey, this guy's asking if it's on Mythic or not.
Scrub's attempting. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you missed it. You're not doing it no more. What happened?
Oh, I think there's too many people on, bro. You gotta refresh the page.
Fuck off, cunt. Look at this guy. Seriously, it's.
Yeah, I'm streaming still.
You're
gotta
not.
refresh the page.
Fuck shit.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah. Invert, is he streaming? Oh no, he's off too, eh? Shit.
Bro, he's gone. Long gone.
Yeah. I think he raged it, man.
Off to Dania.
Did he rage it?
Yeah, man.
He said, "Fuck it, this Peter cunt, this
Oh,
hunter."
yes.
Oh, yo, where's Demon?
Boy.
Oh shit, I was in the wrong chat.
There goes your shit roll, Peter.
Yeah, he gave it.
Yeah, you give it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, it's 200k. Oh, you guys got baited.
Oh, what?
No.
Show
I'm
me
get
the
my
money.
gold back, dum dum. Here it comes.
GG! Oh shit!
Show
you know
me
what?
the
That was
money.
too low.
What was that, Vin? What was that?
That was funny as.
Next row.
That was fucked up.
What would it be, Vin, if he rolled this?
Peter, you rolled it. Oh, you rolled? No.
Yeah, man. I'll roll you.
Fuck. No, man, don't take my shoes, man. I'll roll me for my shoes.
Yeah, man.
5,
Yeah, man.
4, 3, 2.
Break time over, man.
Just do it, bro. Just do it. Just do it.
Do another hour,
Tanks, do you guys still need those markers? Or they're just clear to give more room? Like just flutter on the screen.
I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Yeah, I'm out.
man.
I'm so broke. I want to join in, but
Alright, I'll clear it.
You might win.
Yeah, all these what? Wait, what are you doing?
Hey,
What's
Craig's still dead.
Craig's dead, bro.
Are we mid break?
I pushed the wrong button.
No, you didn't.
Who's this?
I was supposed to clean the markers off.
Oh, he's still in break.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
man.
it's finished.
Nah, it's supposed to know.
It's Colossus.
What's supposed to know? Yeah.
So I'm gonna put markers down for the first two buffs. How like the range it should be. Like that. That's how far they need to be spread. Like not exactly on those markers, but like that's the distance they need to be spread. The first two. All right.
So
Seems a bit far.
That's how it is
Yeah,
because you want a few space.
I would have said about here. Because everybody's supposed to be perfectly stacked where I am.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling now.
Why not?
Easy money.
Oh, Rims, mate. Rims. Oh, mates rates. Say, mates rates.
It's Ling.
Mates rates.
It's Ling.
Mates rates.
Mates rates is triple.
Jin Lang, Jin Yang,
Ling ling.
Jin Yang.
Ling Ling.
Lickety.
Oh, crazy.
Alright, let's go. Ready, check, let's go.
These guys are freaking gambling, man. I hate gamblers.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Yes.
fuck no. Yeah,
Yes.
fuck, I hate gambling, bro. Don't do
shit,
gambling,
Peter.
bro. Don't do it. Don't do gambling. Fuck,
Oh, fucking hell.
fuck
See what
it.
I'm saying?
I'll give you some bacons instead.
Shit. Give me some gold.
Shamits, as he tells, taking a shit.
Who's taking a shit, Shamits?
None may challenge the Brotherhood.
Pushing poo out his anus.
Fuck. Trans lost a lot, bro. 71k.
Well,
Hey, at least I'm not bottom
just
anymore.
dropped to the bottom again. Got to keep going, get it all back. Isn't that how it works?
Shit, gotta win it back.
You know what? I'm gonna have a crack at it soon, man. Fuck it.
Do it. Y'all
Go
like.
crazy. Yeah, bro, I mean,
Not
what are we
yet,
rolling?
man.
20,000?
Oh, there goes my roll, Rip.
There's mine.
Oh, yes! Buddy, give me some money.
Alright, everyone's ready. Oh, everyone's here, so let's go.
Roll's not back yet, but this is
Here, they're here.
Snitsels, you here?
So, see? Yep, everyone's here. Alright.
Oh, quick, let's go.
Yeah, pull.
Those markers are not where you put the buffs. That's just basically the distance you need to put them the first time.
Oh, so triangles where I stand in?
Christ, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, you drop the
Ridiculous.
buffs and you come back.
You come back, bitch.
Stand there.
Should constantly be stacked on X or not.
Back.
Basically, get ready. Spread. Spread the buffs. Spread the buff. Drop them and then come back.
People need to be on a title line as well when they come back.
Get ready? Pick up the buffs. Get ready. Pick up now. And then come back.
Tight line.
Get ready? Get ready to dodge.
Still to the right slightly.
So you just move back a bit more. Back a bit more.
Don't
Get ready?
back
This is a
while you're
shitty
running.
one. Spread out. Spread out. Don't get the buffs. Do not get the buffs. Wait for the cone and then that's really good.
Yeah.
Don't get them and dodge the cone. Okay, behind the boss, behind the boss.
Time, fucking that.
Get ready for the cone. Get ready for the cone.
Run, bitch, run!
Get ready to spread. Get ready to spread. Spread out.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Stack up behind the boss. Behind the boss.
Right.
Heavy, you were standing in the cone.
Get ready. Dodge the cone. Dodge the cone. Alright, stack up, guys. Stack up. Can we like shut up, guys? That's a wipe. That was probably our best sim. Just get rid of dodge the cone.
Yeah, without the markers, the cones are getting too close to go.
No, like that was the point where we're supposed to phase him before then. It's like once everyone just gets their buffs properly, gets used to it, and stacking the right buffs. We'll be
So
able to push it.
where I dropped mine before, that was right, yeah? So I'm like moving into where we're gonna move next, yeah?
What did you all say?
I'll give it to C and move to the front in like the second slot. Or second time.
No, but like when you got your soul light, what did it come up?
I didn't get a light, I got the buff. You know
Gift
the
to
buff?
C, isn't that
Gift
one
to
should be
C?
at the back?
No, you
Yeah,
done. You done
see-
right, man. You done right.
Yeah, you did fine. It's not all at the back though. It's like, you know, sort of halfway through the group thing. We need Lust then. We can't do this without Lust. We're doing it. We'll have Lust in phase 4.
You need to be lusting
Yeah.
off the bat. Like
When
you
we
need
get to the
lust off
phase
the
2, we're going to be waiting till 6 minutes 45 on the Berserk to push him.
bat. Correct.
That's
You
what we do.
overgear it now, but you just wait it out.
Yeah.
You lost off the bat to push phase 1, phase 2 is pretty much a chill phase.
Alright, Maggie, calm down, mate.
And then phase 4 is when shit goes south real quick.
Everyone ready? Kiwi, you need to dodge those cones. You've died basically every attempt to them.
Too much cones.
Say when you're ready, Kiwi. First 2 buffs we did then were really well, guys. Third one's a bit iffy just because it comes with the cone, but it's alright. Spread.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions, Golden.
Spread the buffs. Don't get him. Yeah, row should a bit further this way. Get ready, get your buffs. Stack up. Get ready to dodge.
Let's take a wide still.
Ready to dodge. Can you move the...
He's past me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
waiting.
fine. Get ready to spread and raw. And get real stack up.
Pace didn't move out.
What the hell is that? Close it down. We'll just keep on for practice.
There's people who need to come forward. I can't see all the way back there.
Yeah.
Right, get ready to dodge the turn. Get ready to dodge the turn. Dodge.
I just died to the soul blight blowing up.
Takes a lot of damage, that's why.
I'll spread out.
Like during the soul blights, like the healers basically have to sort of focus on healing the soul blights. It's like the pulses on cover.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like this fight is really healing intensive, so. Just die, guys.
That doesn't help when one was dead.
Died.
Yeah, I couldn't kite both of you, unfortunately. There's people who have still got it and I need to kite them, but they're running the opposite direction.
Hunter was with me then, so that was...
We're in the wrong spot, whoever went to the right. You and Crayola were supposed to be both in the same spot walking together, so I could do with both of you, but one went one way, one went the opposite way for no reason.
Where's up? Let's go. Alright, so I'm not sure if your healers, you need, like, you probably set it up, but I've got something on AA, you can adjust it if you want, but those ones there are generally the worst rages, because that's when we're basically either moving or just coming in. The rest of them, where it happens as we're stacked up with nothing going on.
Hey, Woody Mammoth got 8 and 11.
Last week.
Trend is the one that
trying to
is
find
full
it.
10 soul blight. No, actually it's not. It's the one that says pull 10 to your 21 Argus Mythic. That's the one.
In what channel? In link?
I linked it in instant.
Taurus Guide.
Thank you. Pull 10's the one I needed yet.
Yeah. It'll take you a while to download those.
No, that pull. I already got
Say
the
when
others.
you're
It's just the pull
there
10
you
one
go.
I needed. Thank you.
Are you downloaded
Yep,
it?
it's done. Cheers.
Go.
It's like we're having trouble with the third set of buffs because it comes out at the same time as the rages, but...
There's just too much text on the screen at the
Yeah,
time.
I had two
so
lights that time and didn't have to before and after shit.
This is like the messiest phase. Like phase 2 is pretty easy because it's like heroic. You just treat it differently. And phase 3, there's not much bottom. It's hard. I'll come through after the cone. Spread those buffs. Move it.
Crit didn't move out.
Fuck!
Stack up.
Take the bigger.
Okay.
Kiwi, you gotta move with those buffs. Even healers, no matter who gets them, you gotta move.
You had a health bar for like 0.1 of a second.
I actually survived that.
Oh, far out, man.
What the fuck? Picture him as like one of those stick-thin twin guys who just suddenly becomes one of those really, really buff guys that's like so wide that their arms are permanently out sideways walking through door frames.
Slender Man.
Let's go. Let's do these buffs properly, guys. Soul Blights, I don't know, have they been going okay?
Yeah.
So far,
Just
all
the
I've seen
during
is
one's
like
pretty
deaths,
tilting sometimes because it like blows before it.
Cauldron up, guys.
Alright, everyone's ready? Oh, Cauldron. I'll do another ready check then.
Staunch.
Should be flasking up. Kiwi, I don't know why I asked you like probably 10 attempts ago to flask up.
Fuck you, Kiwi.
And it's
And
Cauldron
Dum
now
Dum.
too.
Yeah, there was a Cauldron now, so.
There still is.
There's another one.
We're
down.
going. Everyone stack up, we're going.
Oh shit.
Where are we going? We're going to city or something?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to see your parents.
Nah,
We're staunching.
Yeah.
Change your guild name.
I'll take you to the best match then.
Let's do these buffs properly, alright?
3, 2, 1.
I'm spreading people.
Spread those buffs.
Still for Kiwi, stay still.
Nice work, and then come back in. Don't pick up the buffs.
Move your little field.
Move your rage off the buff.
Get ready to dodge the cone.
Oh,
That was
what?
That's way too early.
See, like, if you got it, like, at 75 energy, you have to get the buff and quickly stack. If you take too long, you forego the buff, don't get it, because you screw us up.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, you need to do it properly, like, timer. Don't, like, you don't have to wait for me to call. Just when you get 75 energy, just do it.
You'd be going for the haste first.
That time, someone took too long to get the buff, and they got it as the cone was, like, just going to come out.
So
It screwed us over.
Haste first one. Can you get it as you slide across for the cone?
Shamus, you got called out, bro.
No?
Who's this goopy?
With the
What did he say?
with the haste verse buff,
Raise up.
can you pick it up as you're
He's
running
the
across
number
the
one
cone?
resto shaman on the server.
No, it'll be expired by
Oh,
then.
It'll be
Okay.
expired. You gotta
Yeah,
get it.
that's what happens. The first set you have to go when Seth calls it. If you
Yeah.
don't go when Seth calls it, don't go at all.
I used to,
Which percentage is it?
nah, I used to raid with him on
It's
his
at 75 energy.
priest and beat him every now and again.
So you don't have to wait for me to call. When you see you reach 75 energy, that's when you use it. You collect them. On realms.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I said it a few times, but I was on push to talk, didn't realise.
Yeah, let's focus alright, let's cut the chat off during attempts.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out, boys.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions, Golden.
Put the buffs. Crit mastery. You can wait.
You ran inside.
That's alright. Watch out. Get your buffs now. Stack up. No one else get your buffs. If you miss it, you miss it. Get ready to dodge the cone. Keep going. How's it be?
Is it enough? Yeah, that should be alright.
A little bit more movement.
2.
You ready? Spread out, guys. Spread out. Roar again.
Escort.
Stack up. Stack
Got
up. Stack up.
Move.
Come on, dude.
Keep going. Keep going.
Got the cape on.
Ready? Get ready. Ready? Get ready for the cone. Buffs will go with the cone. Dodge.
I died with the buff.
Healers, man.
I'm dead.
Dude, it's pretty intensive, man. Like, there's so much to heal for this game already.
I know what
There's a lot of moving too, so they can't cast.
Follow up, boys.
I can cast. that.
Like, I'll get a feel for it eventually.
Yeah, you just got to keep going and going and going so you know when you can and can't. And once the group gets a formation and a pattern going, you'll know when you can and can't get into that.
Mate, I was trying to defend you guys.
Alright. Yeah, don't. This shit.
Holy shit,
Just
it's
need consistency of the movement and then we'll be fine.
The second buffs, the third set of buffs, no, I think it's the second one.
Hey boys,
Still getting messed up. The one where we're spreading.
There's some spares.
Yeah, grab an extra one, eh?
Yeah, choice there, bro.
And best happen. If you're not afraid, you better take it.
Yeah. Is that Irishman?
The doctor is in.
The doctor's in. Let's go.
Crayola, when you're ready. Do we get a feast now?
Everyone should have their own food, man. Just get this cheap ones.
Half the raid doesn't have food down. Like food.
Still up. I got lots.
Feast, guys, feast. This
Cauldron boys.
Mate, I've had like 4 cauldrons. I can't
Heat up.
refresh much.
And rune up, guys. You should be
I'm already
using
max
runes.
2 and plus I got another one.
Yeah?
Yeah. 2 hours. Plus another hours, you know?
Pray when you're ready. Alright, let's go.
Let's face down. Everyone should have food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be done on the time.
4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
I'm gonna spread out, boys.
See, LA, we should not be anywhere near that stack point. Spread the buffs, spread the buffs. Alright, get ready. Get your buffs now. Stack up. Stack up. Get ready to dodge.
It would shouldn't stop you getting hit by those cones.
Especially not the first one. Get ready to spread. This is a raw Krieger. Yeah. Get ready, cone, cone. Go.
Oh, blight right in the fucking.
Wipe it up.
Boys, come on.
You heard that?
And Alibabas. Bloody Alibabas in the group.
Which one did he have? What was it?
What the fuck, Jen? Alibabas.
Oh no, he didn't shout saying it was his though.
I think he died to fear.
I want to have a jury.
That could have happened.
He didn't have anyone stacked on him. He died to
Yeah.
fear.
Is this
I was at the
Samson?
back already.
Feast.
Get up. Res up. Let's go, guys. It's
I
all
think on mine I died to
second one.
Death
Sorry.
Dog, not fair.
It's raining outside.
Most of the time I die to the Soul Blight tick.
Oh, that's it. Was that from the cone then? Yeah.
Yeah, so I was standing waiting for it to go and I just died.
Yeah, it ticks a lot.
I'm just gonna pop it
Sorry.
into every time I get it now. Just keep
So
going.
if you get the Soul Blight in the second one, that's when you pop defensive, because that's when all the shit's happening.
Yeah, but this was I got a before stack, so this wasn't even when the cone went out. This is me standing waiting for it to drop, and I just died to the dot and tortured rage. Whatever.
Did it say before?
It's still
Yeah,
cauldron
yeah, it
up,
said
eh?
before,
Ah.
so I'm standing there waiting for it.
Yeah, because it does a lot of damage, that's why.
Yeah, it
Alright.
just keeps happening to me.
When you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go. The second one that's going to shit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now remember, melee, we shouldn't be in the range type point on this first one.
2, 1.
Peace.
Spread the buffs. Spread the buffs. What was that spread? It's nothing. Get your buffs now. Get ready to dodge. Go.
Van's lagged out, that's what it is.
Keep going, man.
3, 2,
Spread out. Dodge the cone now.
Where are you taking him?
Yeah. So keep him there for now. It's a bit far, but yeah.
I've got a during, where should I go? I'm gonna go left.
Run with the cone. Dodge. Get ready to spread, guys. Get ready to spread.
Can all those people...
Stack up. Get ready to dodge the cone.
Yeah, I got cleave just there too, Jazz.
Yeah, I think we were too far.
Backwards, swipe up, wipe up.
Yeah, then again, not much we can do when the stack decides.
Can I ask a question, sir?
No, yeah. The tank's just had in a bad position then. What's up?
On fourth cone, well after the fourth cone, where do you drop the buffs? Grip to the sea and... Is it just at the back?
Fourth one will be left and right, but it all depends on how the tank's positioned, and that's a problem. Because like, you go in a circle, right? So the tank's sort of like, you'll have it facing this way, and then they're facing this way sort of thing. I'm going to pull the boss. When they get to like, I don't know, where the fourth cone is, we should be able to do right and left then.
Alright.
At the moment our DPS is low because I guess people are still trying to not die.
Man, I had
So that's
buff
focusing
and
on that.
light. So bad.
Yeah, we're still sort of 5% off in terms of DPS.
That's cool. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it.
What? There's still half an hour.
Feast, hang on.
Yeah, feast, if you can.
I'm using feast now, and I don't need now to fucking phase 1.
We need it to get out of phase 1.
Shit, I would go to the raid fully equipped and ready to go.
Yeah, like we need to be using the shit pre-pots, food and everything now.
You are double pre-potting, yeah, in phase 1, I believe.
Oh my god, I forgot to say that.
Yeah, you get you get 5 pots and 4 runes over the entire
right,
course
yeah,
of the fight.
Just for the right there. I completely forgot about it.
About
But
to
yeah,
say,
like-
after your pre-pot goes down,
Yep,
you're pretty
use
much
another one.
going on again.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
god!
Alright,
Might
everyone's
help
ready.
a little bit.
Yeah, it would. Let's spread these buffs. Oh, Ben was DC at that time, yeah.
Three, two, one.
The might of sea and sky must aid our
Carry, spread the buffs. I get it yet? Get it? Stack up. Get ready to bait the cone. I mean, dodge it. Keep going. Remember front and back for these buffs, guys. Raw. Spread out. Stack up behind the boss, on the boss now. Get your buffs as you dodge. Those buffs are freaking perfect, whoever those two were, that was really good.
Keep everyone back a little bit.
Stack up guys behind the boss.
You got it.
What you done, bro?
Death fog, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't raise you in it.
Oh, yeah.
I know, that's what I mean.
Dodge the thing, get ready to dodge, get ready to dodge.
Yeah, death fog.
Nice on the boss.
Wipe it up. Just lost a minute because we want to try. At least get to phase 2 this tonight, if
Everyone
we can.
stack up, boys. Stack up.
Like, those two who did that second set of buffs was like perfect. That's exactly how we wanted to. You saw them all. They basically dropped them on the side, then came back to bait the cone, and then as we there's enough room to go through.
I thought they
TM's
ran with the cone and dropped them perfectly on the side.
So that's the third one you do.
Yeah,
The
that one
second
was good as well.
The second and third one, you go out, and the second it drops, you go back into the stack point.
Now with the third one, it drops as we run with the cone. So like as they run, it still goes after. Oh yeah, with after really, you just go towards the, like it pops after the thing. It depends on the art. Like you maybe have 1 or 2 seconds after the cone. So you basically like you be behind the group a bit, and then you run with the cone. Like you dodge the cone and then run to the back to drop it. Like yeah, that attempt, like our buffs then were like handled exactly how we wanted them. We need to start picking up that DPS now though. This is why handling these buffs is really important.
This DPS looks fine.
No,
it's not. It's not. We're far behind, man.
Fat boss, the whole guild was 1.6.
Forgot to say pot. Just remember, if when your pot's up, pot. I gotta get a weak aura for that shit.
It's on cooldown.
So that video though, the half the guild was 1.6 mil DPS.
I literally tried single ability that pull. I cast blood victor on pull, and that was literally it. I stood there. I didn't even auto attack. So
You need an average of 2 mil.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. Like,
Is
the
that
only
just
ones
for the
that
first
really,
wave?
You guys getting
yeah.
roughly.
Oh, that previous attempt, it was 1 minute 40, and it was only at 78, but we lost a lot early on. Like I think our best attempt was 5%.
On your 75% there. I can check it actually. I'll check.
Oh, it was I know we're not making the 8th rage one. I can't
You
see.
definitely should always make a gauge one.
Yeah, because I think still people are just not focusing on DPS because they just doing the mechanics first. But we need to start focusing on the mechanics. I mean DPS. Kiwi, where are you? Someone's live logging, I think, so I might be able to see.
Yeah,
Got a live log.
I'm looking at everything.
Get up, guys.
Let me know if I'm shit.
if you
Don't
live
forget
log
your
under the
runes.
guild name instead of personal, it pops up automatically linked in the logs channel.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
already
I've
on
got.
it. So it's alright.
No, I was just saying whoever's live logging, it's not showing up on there.
That's me.
I can tell you 2 things that I can see from it. Just in
What?
general,
What's up?
all your wipes. Your
Yeah.
healers need to like fucking step the game up a lot. Just looking at it.
I'm healing, dude. What do you want me to do?
Off the bat, like first thing I'm looking at is that you can't have healers in this fight doing 400 or 500k at 70%, 75%. They should at least be all doing a minimum.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You learn the fight, fair enough. That's alright. But you're already overgeared, guys. Remember that. Like I did this fight at like 960 or something like that.
I'm healing, dude. What do you want me to do, man? Fuck.
So I think it's just overall, man. Just being overall.
Do more, man.
Yeah.
That too.
Like yeah, because we are losing people to the soul blight ticks before it even goes off as well every now and then.
3, 2, like we all lose people, but
Alright.
you need to focus on that.
Last.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're doing right on pull, man. Like we need to be on time with it.
Dead.
Oh my
GG.
god. Tanks, what is going on?
That wasn't even on me. That was on Krieger.
I'll be back.
He did a
I did.
premature taunt.
We're going because we're going half an hour. We're just gonna do this rounds. At the moment, it doesn't matter. Like we're still like screwing up these mechanics. So DPS doesn't mean shit at the moment. So we're going.
Just one thing from me. I can see by the live logs here that you really can't have the entire raid dead at 1%.
I was like, what?
That's good insight. That's good insight.
Res up. Let's go.
Crazy, pretend to DC.
I mean, one into the fight, that is.
Yes, please.
Please don't need damage.
Dude, that guy who's talking on Discord, he's basically, if people don't like do their thing, he'll be taking their spot because he knows his fight and he's gonna basically come in and coach us. So focus the hell up.
Oh, you want me to? I can sit if you want. Maggie,
No,
you wanna
that's
come
right.
in?
It's crazy.
Like the good old days where we used to get cutting edge, you, me, and Mag.
Nah, but who's always been the better healer, man?
Actually, yeah, it would be Krail, or all the way from EN, it was crazy.
Oh, fuck
the one
off.
that screams that it's
right.
Difference is, don't forget,
way
Mag
better
was the
than
shot caller in EN. And
Maggie?
Nighthawk. Till Kiwi
All I
took
hear are
over, remember?
excuses, mate.
Crazy Shaman's offline.
All I hear is innovate.
That's right.
Hey, I figured out when you do it now, so I
Do
got
not
it.
snipe fucking cunts.
Yeah,
Cooldown.
Crazy's on Discord.
I got it.
Where's Crazy going?
Discord's usually delayed if you get DC'd.
He's pretending to
Pretend
be
DC, fake DC.
Modem grew legs
Or
again.
there he is, he's gone. See ya, buddy.
He was listening in to us.
Realms, res up. Oh, torch.
Manic is crazy, DC.
So we'll go without crazy.
Did he get told, did he?
I did.
Maggie,
Alright,
can you
we'll
DPS? Can you come in DPS?
I can Ellie if you want me to for a bit.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've
Where'd
got 20
Crazy
minutes.
go?
We'll get him in.
At least I can
Net
see what
cut out
you
something.
guys are doing if you want.
Yeah, man. It'll be good. Like,
Not sure
I was
your
hoping
eyes
to have
wanna see
Arrow.
this.
I was hoping to have Arrow in so he could go through as well, but I don't know where the hell he is.
Fuck, you got arrow as
He
well.
freaking he
Like,
took
arrows
his
to
helmet
push
and
down.
like left.
Yeah, I think all he
You guys
wanted
should
was
be killing this shit
Agri
real
Man.
quick.
He
there.
didn't want to do Argus, that's why I said I didn't want to give him the helm. He said
said
he
he
was
was. I asked him.
He said if he needed us, he would be there. But he said he didn't want to do it, he only wanted Agrimar for the achievement while it was current.
We should have given him the helm.
I said that, and you guys said no.
Oh,
I didn't see it. Can we get a summon stone, please, friend?
We should have just
Cooldown's
replaced
wrong
him.
off the bat.
Just tell him we need him. He'll come then.
It's not online.
Can't lie to him.
You should put that AM cooldown on Rage 3, by the way.
Is it Rage 3?
It should be Rage 3, not
Because
Rage 2.
2's the one we keep like losing people. It's when they're running
Not be
around.
losing, you should
Barely hear you,
definitely
though.
not be losing people to the first two. Off the
Oh,
bat,
I'll
I can
change
tell
that
you
stuff.
right now.
Yeah, we have been.
That's not right. I don't know if it's Soul Blight coming out then.
Maggie DPSing? What is this?
You can do 5 kill.
Huh, it doesn't even have enchants. Something on me.
He's got a nice helmet though.
Chance?
Not on your Cephas, you don't.
Not all of them.
Realms, when you're ready.
What do I want? Just change up here.
Fuck,
Yeah, but
look
Peter,
at
he
Arcano.
looks way better than you.
Fuck you,
Not
mate.
bad. I've got better trinkets, don't worry.
3, 2, 1.
Poor Crazy.
Guess what? I can kill it.
3,
You know.
1.
I'm here.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions.
Okay, spread those buffs. Don't. I'm gonna drop mine and then go back. Yeah, you can get them. Not yet, not yet, not yet though. Get your buffs and then stack up. Dodge. Oh, was too far the buff. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Can you roar? You're ready to dodge a cone? Stack up now and dodge a cone.
They throw us out.
That was my fault, Samson.
I've still got a ticket of Rage. Snitzy's got 15 seconds of it.
One's okay, Dom.
Boo.
You're ready to dodge. You're ready to dodge. Okay.
Remember, people who have after and during, you need to be at the back edge.
Spread.
Head out.
Right behind us. That Dom said. So we'll wipe it off. What did you see from that?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I
what?
don't know how Bat Boss does it, but we do a lot different way when we do that.
That boss does it differently to this. That boss
I
goes
was about to
low.
say, this is really, trust me, I could solve your problem a little bit easier. So, most classes should know which buff they need to get, yeah? Actually, most of them get
So you do doors left and right all the time.
So we have usually people that need crit mastery on the right, and the people that need Pagan's Birth on the left, right. So wipe up right. Literally standing shit.
Andrew, stop.
Yeah, I was waiting for Purgatory, but don't kill me.
Anyway, so look, how these markers are right now, You start here, right at the edge of this room here, no drama. Everybody starts. The buffs only go like literally where I am, and then X, can you go to the right a bit? Start a bit more, there. That's how far the buffs are, right? Then they're definitely not out here, because that's you're literally running and then coming back. You're losing like fucking 2 GCDs there. Buffs here, so all you gotta do is like tap them almost, right? And then you stack back up. Cone comes out. Then what happens is the people that need the haste and the verse buff will go left. The people that will need the crit and the mastery buff will go right, alright? So your raid's split in two now, yeah? You got say 10 and 10 on either side, just for example, in perfect scenarios.
You do that the entire way? Because I've seen
And
some.
then literally, so then what happens is, right, so the first, what do you call, what's it called? The gaze and whatnot, range and healers do not need a spread, because it will only go on, the rage will only go on the melee the first time. So just so you know, little tip. So all you can't do is literally, so the cone comes out and you'll see the cone ends roughly where I am here. So then all you do is you converse
Move
back.
up, man. Yeah, fuck.
You converse
I
back
said
into
that
the
before.
pretty much the
Fucking
center. So then the worst person that's out could be here, right? So then the cone, say if it targets them, is only going where I am. So what you guys are doing is, it's not like your strat's wrong, it's just that there's 20 people on one side. So you're trying to get blights out, you're trying to get the cone nice and done. Whereas if you have, and then what happens is, say if a blight person wants to, be escorted out because they've got the fear buff, the person on whichever side they're on will say escort left. And then someone on that side will be brave enough to go with them. And then the way you escort them out is you literally run them up the cone. That was the existing cone. And then you'll
So you're
say
saying we just creep towards the center more and more?
pretty much. So at the end of this phase, you will be where he is standing.
That's fucking sick.
That's
So-
exactly what we said.
Yeah, I have to back Cray up. We did say that from the beginning.
I didn't
Yeah, no,
know what's going on. I
I've
didn't
seen
hear
that
anything.
strat before as well, but I want to try because
It's
there's multiple
exhausting
ways you can do
strats.
this thing.
There is, you can do it like heroic for fuck's sakes, but most
It's harder,
of the
man.
time,
Yeah, it's harder.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
way
still,
harder.
we didn't. We know that now.
For example, that's why your healing is fucking shockingly low.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
'Cause
you're
there's so
just
much running
constantly
around.
fucking moving.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I'd beg to differ. Alright?
Honestly, just start the
So what
fight
are the
again
blights
and
do? Just quick.
get used to. So let's just get used to splitting your groups. So who needs haste and burst? Find that out.
I
They
need.
should know that. They should know.
I
Right?
need
Alright,
crit
haste and burst
mastery.
go left, crit and mastery go right. Alright? Now this is go to your positions and stay there. This is your positions for phase 1. Alright? So cone will come out first, you all start here, alright? So come to square, everybody, run to me now. Quickly. I don't see too many slow cunts. So everybody starts here, yada yada, buffs come out, and I do mean buffs like just to the left and right of the raid. And make sure your haste buff is on the left and your crit mastery buff on the right, yeah? As soon as the second cone goes out, you're gonna the second rage goes out, you're gonna be followed with a cone. So that cone, if anybody gets hit by that thing, should just quit. Because it's fucking so embarrassing. When you do that, the people that were at haste and verse side go to the haste and verse side. So split pretty much. Back to your colours, you can say, alright? And then so on, then that happens, and then what happens is, right, the tanks will move the boss further down. You realize once you see your positioning that they need to, of course, move the boss down to say, I think it's just roughly the people taken just before the end of that circle there, that first ruin. So you'll be roughly, I'm pretty sure you're roughly back here, or maybe halfway. I have to kind of remember.
Move back a little bit more. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
you
come on.
I was wondering if I was in range from there. Anyway.
Is that where the bosses, or is that where
No,
the
that's where the tanks will be. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So do they just keep kiting in a straight line then? Is that
They
the
go
strat?
straight back until you guys get to the middle with the big phase.
This is mad.
Alright,
Let's go.
yeah. I've seen that
Give
one
it a
before
couple
as
of
well.
attempts. Do the first, and then.
Do you want to do the
change.
call-outs, man? Do you want to do the call-outs? Because I'm probably going to confuse everyone. 'cause
Alright,
still
I'll
new.
do it.
Oh no.
Is the rage still going to the left?
We're
Him up
fucked.
bench now.
No, so the rage. So you're melee, right? So this is the thing for melee. How many melees have you got on this raid?
We got 5.
10.
Okay,
gonna
so
watch the
you're
stream.
very melee heavy, which is how we did it as well. But melees need to pick a spot on the side of the boss. So
Yeah, so if
say,
you
for
get haste
example-
verse, go left. If you get the mastery, go right of the boss, right? Yeah.
That works because
no, but the thing is that with the rages, right? So the group is going to be standing here, right? Where I am. The rages need to be like here on their edge practically, and then when the cone comes out, of course they need to move. But you need the melee need to be spread around the boss in like a semicircle on his feet practically, whereas the ranger on his arsehole.
Alright.
So you know. So give it a couple of attempts because you need to learn just the position.
Can we get a summoning stone down, please?
Cray, you ready?
Maggie, you're healing.
The first set of buffs, are we still picking up 75?
The first set of buffs will come straight away, so you just pick them up as soon as they come up. Pick
Alright,
them up.
so that's
There's
different.
there's no stopping someone from picking up the buff.
Yeah, it's different to the ones I'm saying.
And what's your Shaman? Make sure you run APT. If you're not, maybe now run Ancestral Vigor just for the time being because I'm here. But you should never be running.
What do you want me to run?
Run Ancestral Vigor for the time being.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Ancestral Guidance?
No, he's talking to me.
Habits.
It's all good.
Ah.
I know what he's talking about. It's fine.
APT is pretty useful in phase 2 because all the healers are killing themselves.
Nah, just one healer should die in that. But
I'm done offline.
Hopefully.
I just disconnected.
Oh, fake DC.
Here we
just go 19. If you got 2 tanks, just get these fucking first fire going.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, go.
I'll pull
You
it.
did it crazy, bro.
So we stay
And then,
start up, yeah?
Ben and Craig are
So
attacking
haste,
now.
haste verse. What is
I'll
it?
take
Left.
first trigger.
Haste first left.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that.
3, 2,
To right.
Wait, what? Character with that name already exists.
Just doing a pull without
Monsters are about to come out.
Stack up, Jazz, until we split.
Yeah, everybody on the time. There's no need to be. Alright, now haste, now it's closer. Closer, and further down.
There you go.
Low. See, that's better, but the buzz off one needs to be a bit more. Alright, now get ready to move. Move down. Sorry.
Too early, mate.
That's alright, it's alright. No, it's good.
Yeah, we
Move the
stand
boss
left.
back.
Then you stand on the left-hand side of those, or right-hand side of those cones, right?
Can we like be quiet so he can like we can hear him? Come on. If you got questions, ask him after the pull.
Just walk again. Oh, the bad. Sorry.
Because like it's hard to hear what he's saying when everyone's like
Do
asking
not
questions
drop
during the
people down.
pull.
I'm trying to fight
Someone gets the haste first buff on the crit mastery side, which runs straight across and then runs straight back.
Yes.
I go to
So
claim.
say if you're Krail who gets crit mastery but he ends up getting haste first, you just run to the other side, drop the buff, run back. But
Can I
if
get
you're
a-
saying that you don't really need these buffs, you are overgeared as fuck if you just learn the mechanics. That'd be fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's true.
good to do 'em,
It's just
I'm
as
not gonna
vain
lie.
if we get those buffs back.
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great thing to do 'em. Drop some
Yeah,
mage,
is that a
please.
yeah? What Snitsy said. So when we cut the boss back, do we move back behind him? The range.
Yes, so literally, so this is what you go. Ready? We're here, cone comes out, we split to our sides, guess what? We go back to the arse, like a diamond on a zigzag.
Yeah, and you
So
just
we
keep
go
doing that
bang,
through transition.
square,
Watch out!
tank,
Watch out!
move the boss back, and then we come back. Alright, go again quickly.
Alright.
And everybody on diamond,
Yeah, this
everybody
is
on
much.
X, right? And then only the melee need to be spread out. Melee find your positioning, because melee do not want to be in the stack. Because they'll
Yep.
always get a rage. So be careful, you don't want to get rage stacks.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Blyce just run to the backwards behind us on the side. Okay.
Like literally everybody in X. You guys don't know how to stack.
3, 2, 1.
Buffs are coming out, yeah? Just mid to the left, mid to the right. Mid to the left, not that far out. Both to the group. That's fucking waste.
They're both on the same side.
Quickly get your buff and stack up. Stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up. Wait. Into the cone and into the cone. Alright, move. So left, half. We need the haste half. Now move the boss back. A bit more. A little bit more.
He's casting delay.
Yeah, that's alright. Now, stack up. Okay, that was a bit stack. But you're pretty much moving up here. And you can
And I
stack up
died.
right behind. Yeah, there's armor.
And then keep it.
And then, so you're meant to stack really tight. See, that's the issue here. You gotta converse back onto X.
I was dropping the light when I died.
You need an escort.
So essentially you're standing at the tip of the cone, not on it, obviously.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Alright, cone's gonna come out again. Spread. And then
That's a Christmas tree.
And you gotta be careful of those slides.
Hey.
Look at that, look at it. Healing. Wow, everybody's doing over a meal.
Yeah.
I thought we're always doing
Interesting,
everything.
look at this DPS, everybody's doing 2 mil.
Take that one.
Maggie, you're a gun, mate. You're a gun.
7th range. We're still far
Wipe
behind though.
up, jump in the fog. Don't. This is the worst part about it. I'll tell you right now. You wipe a lot on this boss, you need to die instantly.
Yeah.
Off the bat. Like you do not want downtime there. Like I used to do this for 4 hours a night. So trust me, you need to be doing this.
Shit.
Die, put a face down or whatever, or mage food. I don't think I got some else. So sorry.
So it's the
we
Christmas
got
tree.
Get your own food, mate.
Fuck off.
Feast, there's a feast.
Let's see. There you go. Fucking flask.
Maggie, you're a gun. Fucking love you.
Yeah, you're a gun, Maggie.
Yeah, cheers.
Sensei Maggie.
Don't give me a big head now, boys.
You're
Why
right.
you can't fucking repair almost after every fight because you will
Yeah,
fucking
we need
it.
hellstones down every fight, every wipe and repair bot.
Like until you get to kind of like phase 2 to be fair, yeah. Learn phase 1 because you're just gonna die and you're not gonna need them really. But you will need it. Alright, wipe. Oh yeah, everybody see your stack how everybody's in a line, not in a line. You need to be literally on people. Like on. I can see people not on me. And there's too many markers. Can we get these markers
Yeah, but-
off?
Oh yeah, because that was just for the buff things, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, fuck the markers and the buffs, right? So we're stacked here, yeah? You just need one where the fucking mage food
Where
is,
Cray is?
one where the mage food is, and you need one where I am. That's how far off the group you want your buffs.
Alright, beautiful.
Practically just sidestep.
Where? Sorry, where?
Like, look right side of each other, like there and there.
You're just fucking with ya.
Ah.
I think he said that
Okay.
teleporter.
Ready?
Anyway.
Can I just clarify? Crit mastery right.
Right.
Case
Yes.
first left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take note of your buff.
Yes, and make sure. Pre-pop.
Ignore the weak aura.
Last. Healers, guess what? 2 damage now. There's no fucking healing here.
Oh, I forgot about the second pots as well.
Oh,
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions, Golden.
Worth the person with the rage is getting the buffs or nah?
Way too far, man.
no. Just let them.
It's too close.
Alright, whoever that was from the haste. Barbara. Yeah. Yeah, look. Alright, move the boss. Stop. Yep. Now everybody back. Look at that.
3, 2, 1.
No, that's a bad one.
Who the fuck?
Wipe it up.
Yeah.
Was over 2 mil.
Wipe it up.
Cool.
That's right, wipe it up. Die quick. Jump in the fog. No need to stay alive. Don't be fucking cooldowns. Much better.
That was the
Go
5th
again.
one, 82%.
Master, I go to claim your pride.
And your AM, use it on Rage 3. Rage 2, don't fucking worry
Yeah,
about that.
don't listen to AM anymore, I'll change that later.
I'll help you change that for you too.
I'll turn it off now so that people don't get distracted.
Trust me, you don't want to be wasting
I didn't
that
even
AM.
know it was on, to be honest.
What?
I've just been doing it on the 4th rage.
It says
so
what
you
you're
know it's
supposed
on
to
then.
do.
I am on the 4th rage. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I just get the... RPG.
Yeah, the first buff was a bit far.
Yeah, oh literally, I don't know why you fuckers are running. Like, you get buff, you just go to the left of the stack or the right of the stack. And I just mean like 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right, that's it.
2 step.
Step to the
Cool.
left. And step to the
Krail is
right.
ready. And do 10. I don't know why you're doing 12.
Someone wanted 12, I don't know, that's why. So we changed it to 12 like on Agrimar. I don't know, someone wanted it.
There's no class that even needs the 12 seconds.
Who? Peter was like, do a 12. It doesn't matter.
He's fucking probably a meme user.
I said do it 8.
The might of sea and sky must
Alright, now whoever gets his buff, literally to the left of us. Yeah, overdo it. Nah. Nah, okay, who was that? I know that.
Tank.
Nah, tank. To the left. Alright, get ready to move. Alright.
Move it back.
Hey, you're not running around the block. Hey, here. That's it.
I need escort.
When you call escort, you say escort left.
Don't get your buff until the cone comes out. That's why it keeps fucking up.
Trigger back, trigger back.
Sorry about the start.
But that's what the cone is stuffing up because people are running for that buff and he does it.
So, you have a grace period, guys. As soon as the buff goes out, you can literally go and get it. Because there's a rage that comes out about 4 or 5 seconds later. And then after that second rage, there will be a cone. So after we spread that first time how you guys are doing perfectly, the boss will move, of course, back. Just wait for him to move. If you go in front of the boss, you're dead, no matter who you are. Unless you're a pally, of course. We can't... Buffs go out. Buffs need to be literally to the left or to the right. They can't be fucking in Narnia where they were before. Alright? Let's go again. You really need to get these first... Once you get these first zigzag in, pretty much the same.
So was the haste one like too far forward or something?
Yes. So literally, like, see this stack, you need to learn how to stack.
Shouldn't
those.
we be right up against the back wall?
I don't want lines. I don't want lines of coke. I want a little nugget. Alright? Everybody on X. There's too many people.
You want bumps of coke?
X. I want a nugget of coke. Everybody on X. This cunt's behind.
Crazy.
Get your ass on X.
Yeah, bro. You're my friend, this guy.
When you say that you're referring to range only though, not to start one, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
The melee should be just on the edges here. On the side. Yeah, perfect. See that? Perfect. Don't worry. Don't go too far ahead.
Me.
Tank one.
Yeah, swap. Yeah, swap.
Okay, fair enough. That's unfortunate, but it doesn't matter.
The person with the rage, you gotta move faster. You gotta move.
That's 10k to the Jeep. Alright, everybody stack back up. Stack back up. Do that little stack. Get ready to AM. AM this bitch. And then you bring your blight to see how I am here. So I'll go here, and the next one in front of me. And then stack back up. Make sure if you have blight, run away, run away, run.
Move rage.
Alright? And then come back to the center.
Too much shit on the ground.
Wipe it up.
No, but yeah, that's so much better, man.
Yeah, it is,
People,
yeah.
people with the targeted, like, the spiky ring around them need to move out to get the move.
They do. You guys need to leg it. You can't wait.
So your position as a melee, right? So you guys know you need to be, because come the next cases, there'll be 2 people with rage, usually 1 melee and 1 range, right? So if you have rage as a range, you will get targeted with cone. Quick tip. But don't even get to that part until you get to that part. Just focus on these first 4 rages.
Is there any reason why we can't be all stacked right up against the back wall to start with, or not? Or we have to be a bit forward?
No, we can. There's no drama.
Tanks need to bring it further back before they rotate it. That's what
We tried that before, remember, we got cleaved a lot.
Ah, okay.
But you need to, what do you call
I can do it. Let me do the first set. I can get it all the way to the back wall.
I just thought that way then we're all starting in a nice big group and we can try and work down from that instead of sort of being a bit staggered at the start.
Stagger it, mate.
Hard.
I've got a root.
Fucking alive.
Oh my god, I got muted.
You deserve that shit.
Wait, who?
Let's do this, guys. Come on.
Focus.
2, 1. 4, 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was extremely late, dum.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you
This
thought
makes
you
it a
were
lot,
doing the
this
first
makes it a
set?
lot easier to focus
I
on
can do. I
DPS
didn't
as
know I
well.
was doing it. I didn't do anything at all that
No
fight.
wonder why you were muted. Mute him again.
Out of curiosity, you guys didn't have a long 10.
No, we don't.
Finding months is hard enough. Took us like 2 months before we found Bill.
I'm just saying, if any of you
He's
think,
standing on his
like, you need a DK, you need a monk. They're like almost essentials come last phase. Like, in saying that, it's not hard to do it without it. Go one more, fellas. Hurry up and release. His downtime is killing me.
Then,
Not
getting
against
up.
the back wall then.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 minutes on CDs now.
Doesn't matter.
Just release.
I pressed release 3 times and it wasn't doing anything.
God damn it. So yeah, I'll link. I'm pretty sure it's the Exhausters boys that do this strat, but I'll link it to you guys after the raid so you guys can see how it kind of pans out. Yeah.
Yeah, please, man.
3, 2.
Don't forget
So
to
the
turn
first part, great. But everybody who's not fucking Melee needs to be on this wall now. Melee be spread around the bottom.
Really should be able to hit it as well from the wall. Afterwards.
Alright, sweet. Now we're gonna get those debuffs. Now literally, put them where the mark is. That's not bad at all. Put them where the mark is. Like see you're in front again. That was simple.
That was the tank who had that crit last round.
Oh, no, that was late. Alright, move. Alright, tank moving back. Perfect, that's enough room. And everybody converts back on. Now Melee, you need to, after this, I am. You need a call. You can stop the light. Alright, stack back up.
Wait for us out.
Now you gotta see that blight on the left side? Fucking horrible. You need to run blight up the page. There you go. Now we go again. Stop.
Blight on the right was AIDS too.
Yep. Alright, now you gotta spread here. This is one part you spread. So you're gonna draw here. Alright? And now see how I have rage? Look at me. See how I'm on the edge of this cone here? I want to be further back so the people that get blight is just dropping in front of me.
So I'm down to the wrong side.
See how, look at my rage guys, look how I...
Just can't get behind the boss, it's too close.
3, 2.
We moving a bit?
Yep, you gotta keep moving it as you know. So like, yep, a bit more, after you cast. Yeah, a bit more.
That was like the push.
That's rotting.
Oh yeah, you need to be pushing, definitely.
Yeah, that was it.
But look at your DPS overall, you're probably higher. Everyone's doing roughly 1.8, 1.9.
I'm alive!
Sometimes doing 3 mil. Fucking absolute wrecked everybody at the great opener. RNG love.
That's fucking way better.
Oh, so
2.
we did it up there.
Jump.
Oh my god. I don't have advantage right now.
Oh, that's you.
Oh my god.
That's the kill right there.
That's the kill.
So, wait, from that
Do you want
pool,
one more
right?
attempt?
Yeah,
Look.
I need advance as well. I don't have one. So.
From that pool, so you guys know, right? First blights, the blights that go out, right? The cone comes out, it's here. The blights need to be literally, you run up the line of that cone that's already existing, and you go as far back as you can. So the first person will go to the furthest far back, next person also in front of them, and so on type thing, right?
We did it.
Now there will be an overlap when a blight and a cone is about to come out, so if you do that, you need to run back. Look, hopefully it doesn't target you guys, of course, but if it does, just fucking piss bolt to the left, yeah?
Also, don't forget, you're using your second pots as well this phase, guys.
Yeah, so once we, I think it's after the 4th rage, second pot. So when
Just
you see
remember-
the tank go off, pot.
If you've got a spiked ring around you, people got to run back in behind the boss. Don't stand next to the cone so that people got to run through you to get there.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck, I don't need them, bro. I'm professional.
One, last one, focus up.
Remember, melee, stay around the boss. Like, be here.
Get to the
One
next
here,
phase.
one here.
1. Four, 3, 2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions. Go
That's also the tank.
See how my buff is right there? Look, that's how you want it on both sides. Alright, get ready to move. Wait. Back on the boss's bum. Alright, these blights are going out, so make sure you run them up the line. Alright, we're gonna get a cone and a rage here. Get ready. There's a bit right there. That's fine.
I haven't had a buff yet.
And now this is where you want to pre-pot again, go. Or pot, I should say. Up. Alright, so after this here, we spread and we stay spread. Spread out here. The next gates are coming now, yeah? Spread out, here they come.
2, 1.
Spread now, guys, you can't be underneath there. Alright, now converge back in quickly, run back in. On the boss's butt, you guys are just too far to the right.
Yeah, he couldn't get on his ass, the cone was there.
Drop the blight further back, yeah?
Pretty much once the boss does the cone, that he's got to move being pulled back.
So you kind of want to be pushing by here, so you guys know.
High energy.
This is your push point, by 8. So if you have everybody up and everybody's doing 2 mil like they are there,
Yeah, true.
You guys want to go again?
Oh,
Yeah, I want to go again. I want that boss to be moved after he cones.
Yeah.
Keep healing Crayola. Keep trying to get on top. Just keep going, Cray. Hi, I'm due. Oh, I'm due.
Yeah, that seems to work better.
Also, with those blights, man.
The fucking blights properly too.
Yeah, please.
This blight will be your biggest boss. Okay? This is the best way you can handle it.
This is ready check if you want to stay. I think we try keep if people can't go, stay.
Crayola, that's a good girl.
This is the last one for me, man.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
After this, I'll let the vid come back tomorrow. You'll have a much better attempt.
Sundays are next
Sundays are next.
Oh, whenever you.
Sundays and Mondays.
Even when you do, if you guys do like alt runs, heroic runs, or whatnot, just.
Oh, hang on! Don't cancel that. Cancel.
Don't cancel that.
Don't cancel it.
What do I want to do?
What he said.
Alright, get
So,
it.
hold up, no, don't go just yet. So just remember, melee, we're all gonna be stacked. So not the melee, everybody else besides melee will be stacking Ryan X. Melee, you need to be literally like in front on the side, like literally on the side of the boss, yeah? Because you will get rage, and as soon as one of those stacks goes on the whole raid, which it will, it just gets really annoying. Not impossible, just annoying. Go now. And blights up the fucking line of the cone. Don't be scared, you've got time. If you got a blight, don't worry about DPS. Focus on your blight.
1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champions.
Stop. There, perfect. Look at these buffs. Look at them and memorize them. See that? Look, section. So now, even if you didn't get him, you can just run past him. And then we stack back. Now be careful. Going around the boss.
Do we need more room between the previous cone?
I think people are misjudging it and killing themselves, to be honest.
It's just tight, man.
Fuck these blights, man. People aren't doing right.
That rage got us 2 stacks.
Yeah, I was dropping.
Either way,
buff.
I'll send you the. I'll find the
If you look at that, we're a 210 plus on everyone.
But look at that fucking opening. And that doesn't stop because you meant to use so you get your buff as
3, 2.
I'll try to find that thing for you fellas. Might still be mild.
Stay for gold roll, the man says.
Alright. When are we rolling?
Just roll now, I suppose.
Roll now?
Now.
Oh, fuck that. I'm leaving then.
Well, just fuck off, man. 91 needs to be.
Typical.
No,
I got
Shaman's
92.
on 92.
I got 92.
84?
91 the beat.
I got 92.
Is it 91? Go on the
I got 92, damn it!
I got the 91. It's Shamit's to beat, damn it.
I didn't just count.
Wait, what?
Maggie, come down. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to find the thing for you fellas.
Just come down.
Yeah.
What brings you here? Be careful.
What did I win?
Someone's getting a blowjob.
Oh, you want 100k?
Yay!
50.
We get up to 44 attempts.
Yeah, man.
That's what happens when we actually, you know, go fast after pulls.
Yeah, we still got to cut down. A lot of people don't release straight away.
I got buffs away for man.
Thank you.
It really sucks getting the rage with that strat because you can't get the buffs.
Can I ask a question?
It does.
Yep.
You just stand there and
Answer.
just watch it.
Can I
What's up?
please be a raider?
Oh,
Yeah! I'm getting
Congrats, dude.
all the wins tonight. Thank you.
I don't even know what you get for that, man. I don't think there's any